All right. Good morning, Streamville. We're live now.
I was going to say good morning before.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Isn't it 3 times the charm?
We are in our Gainsville office. This is awesome. Great turnout. So many familiar faces we haven't seen in a little bit.
And bacon.
We're going to have fun. There's a lot of bacon. Kelly Thomas was over here, and Sarah was going to take all of her bacon. Kelly wants the spotlight to be on her. So, Justin, if you could just, no, I'm just kidding.
She actually moved over so her head would not be in the video frame at all.
She's now going to get up and run away. But Sarah's already had her own share of bacon. Now she's looking at other people's shares
well,
of bacon.
It was right in front of me, and Kelly was so kind to offer, and she turned her plate so that I could get to it easier.
But we're going to have a great...
I think that's taken one for the team.
We've
Kelly.
got lots of fun announcements today, lots of good stuff going on. We missed our first week of July meeting, so we do have a couple more names than normal to call out, but hopefully you guys will hang with us for that. But they're all super important, so we're going to jump into that. We've got lots of fun topics. We got Curtis from First Heritage and Carrie and Reed-in-House from Cardinal, so we'll have a good time here today. We're going to start with our new family members. We have had 79. I turn around like the screen's going to... 79 new family members join in the last 4 weeks, so we're excited for each and every one of them, and Sarah and I will introduce you now. The one thing I'm going to point out here is the home offices on the right.
Yes.
So we're here in Gainesville. If you see Gainesville, you might even be in the room. Raise your hand if you're new and in the room. We'd love to say hi to you. But if they're Gainesville, you can seek them out and welcome them.
And if they're not Gainesville, say hello to them wherever you are.
Well, wherever you are, obviously. I just meant to the people here. I'll start with the first page. We got Mr. John Kahn, who came from us from Redfin. Alexandra Bonilla and Alice Swang are both new agents. Eliza Askry from Keller Williams Realty. Aline Graves is a new salesperson. Ann Zawin from Fairfax Realty. Ariana Smith is a new agent. Brenda Haley and Charles Williams are new agents. And then Chani Gallardo from Douglas Realty.
He went out of order. It threw me.
I did?
Sharice Pendleton assists to sell buyers and sellers. Consuelo Adden from Move for Free Realty. Consuelo.
She's back
there.
Consuelo.
Woo! Hello.
See?
Thank you for that pause.
Now you all want to come. You get a round of applause when you get called out.
You'll be like, wait a minute, I didn't get a round of applause. Cassette Taylor from Coldwell Banker. Dante Moore is a new agent. David Grant from Inactive to Active. David, are you here in Gainesville?
No.
Oh, sorry, David.
Wah. Don't jump out of the bridge like
that. That one just flopped. Deborah Clark from Keller Williams, Davina Durney from Hometown Realty, Donald Grant from Keller Williams, and new agents Don Trell Brennan and Darrell Scott. Welcome, you guys.
Edgar Gonzalez from Century 21, Elisa Datcher from Keller Williams, Elizabeth Ramirez from Exit Flagship, Faiza Khan is a new realtor, Felicia Holman from Weichert Realtors. Remember when you used to do that? Weichert!
It's been so long now,
Florentine's Amarillo is a new agent, Gary Floyd from Long & Foster, Gloria Durst from EXP. What's happened? Did I miss something?
Oh yeah. I hear you.
From Long and Foster.
Keep going.
Gloria Durst from EXP Realty. Haiti Hallett and Holly Martinez, both from United Real Estate Premier down there in Fredericksburg, Lynn Hamilton's old neck of the woods.
Indian Bassel from EXP, Jane Gray from Keller Williams, Janet Allen from Keller Williams, Jennifer Sanchez Williams from United Realty.
I heard a wow, yes. Wendy Dean, Janet Allen's a great team. She's been around for a while, and Wendy and her were friends, and she got them over, so welcome, Janet.
And Jay Rousey from Living Realty LLC. Jessica.
Good one, yes. Sorry, I'm just commentating over here.
He's commentating. Jessica Floyd from KW Metro, Jimmy Chavez from Redfin, Joanna Lang from Atoka, Joanne Fisher from McWilliams Ballard, and Jose Avila from ExecuHome Realty.
Is Joanna here?
Welcome, you guys. She's on vacation.
Okay.
She's in class. She back from vacation?
So I will mention, there you go.
Oh, good for her.
So fancy.
Good
hey,
job.
Bethany, there's microphones. Jay Rousey and a couple associates did have their own company for a long time, and he's a great pro. So we're excited to have Jay come over, and I think one of his teammates may have signed up that will be on next week's list here.
Yes.
And then he also brought Joanna Lang, who's a great friend of his and partner. So we're excited for everybody to join, but those as well. Josephine Duckett from Weichert coming back to us. Joy Gross from United Real Estate Premier. Julia Kirkland from JPAR. Justice Porter's a new agent. Curvis Chavez from Inactive to Active. Christy Howard from Century 21. Lamar Woods is a new agent. LaWanda Carey from RLAH. Mackenzie Tessier from United Real Estate. Marcus Sands from G&G Group.
G&G. Maria I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. Maria Walkup is National
G-Unit.
Whoop, whoop. Oh,
No.
Oh, you want to start singing?
Yeah, I could do that.
I know, that's what I'm
Go
saying. You
ahead.
want to start singing? Okay.
Karaoke night here.
Yeah, that's funny. Maria Walkup from National Realty. Jorge, no.
National what?
National Realty.
Okay.
What do you think I said?
He goes by Mario.
Yes.
Mario. Naharo. Mario Naharo. Thank you, Melissa with no mic. Pearson, can we get a mic down in that corner? There's just yapping. From Pearson Smith Realty, Masha Kruskal from EXP, Mara Yassin, Inactive to Active, Michael Page from Coldwell Banker, Michelle Chiavera is a new agent, Nadia Mohammed from Bennett Realty Solutions, Nancy Del Cid from Weichert, Nancy Shiley from Lake Homes Realty, and Nina Arguello from Keller Williams. Welcome, you guys.
Lee Hartanyan from Allison James Estates. This will be fun. Ulu Coyote Nira Nolowa is a new agent, and Portia Hood is a new agent. Priya Kumar from Weichert Realtors. Bob Miller from Exit Results. Rosalind Harris is a new agent. Sabine Shahzad from EXP. Saurabh Vasudeva from HomeSmart. Sender Naharo from Pearson Smith. And Shamika Graves is a new agent.
Sharon Nicholson is a new agent. Samara Shahazdi from Keller Williams Chantilly. Swati Sina from Evergreen. Tavone Hill from Century 21. Thomas Warda from Remax. Juan Evans, to be determined. Welcome. We don't know where you're from.
I think they probably hadn't answered him yet, maybe.
They maybe. Vicki Smith from United Real Estate Premier.
He
Vita,
probably has determined where
he
he's
probably
from.
has determined. We just have not yet.
We just haven't determined.
There's a lot of things we haven't determined. We're just going to roll with that. Vita Pugh from Keller Williams and Yvette Harris from Hobbs Realty. Welcome, you guys, to all of our 79 family members.
Now we got to really get the vocal cords warmed up. Ready to go?
La,
This
la,
is
la,
the
la.
downside of going every 4 weeks, and we got some things, and we're
But
going to adjust this in
so
the
important, you
future.
guys, so important
But
to
each
us.
one of these is super important. A lot of great people in the room here. I know because I already read through the list this morning. But we are so thankful for each and every one of the Cardinal closings, and we can't do it without all of you guys' support of Cardinal and of our whole team here. So I know it's going to take a couple minutes here, but each and every one of these is super, super important to our success at Sampson and Cardinal and one big happy family here. So thank you so much for all of your hard work and support of Cardinal. And here we go. Amanda Ramos.
Well, first of all, we have 500.
Oh, 599.
And 99 closings
Yes,
from
in the last
6:15
4
to
weeks.
7:19.
So
So
that's awesome.
fantastic, you guys. Thank you so very much.
I had already thrown away the cover page, so I forgot. Thank
Well,
you.
and thanks to Donny, he gave me a big people print,
Yes.
so I have a lot of pages.
I have 4 per page. She has 1. And it's justified. You want to tell everybody about your doc's appointment or no?
So I went into my doctor's appointment. And I did say to them, she says, well, Sarah, it's been many years since you came. And my eye doctor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very valid question.
I
Very
would not
valid.
have gone into a personal thing. It's her eyes we're making fun of.
Very valid question. So I went in and she says, you know, it took me 3 years or 4 years to get you into readers. And then it took me like 2.5 years to get you back after you had the readers. You need glasses. So I said,
not wearing her
are you
glasses
sure?
right now, though.
Well, I haven't gotten them yet. I just went to the eye doctor. So then it was a series of picking out frames. Thank you. It's hard. No, it was like worse than a Cheesecake Factory menu. Thank you, Bethany, for that
Bethany asked if
commentary.
Sarah drove herself here.
So evidently, I only need them during the day when it's a read up.
That's what she's telling herself.
I am good. I don't have to wear them at night or driving or anything else because since I had my LASIK eye surgery 25 years ago, it's now I can't see right here.
So now when I walk
my
into a
arm
room,
is not long enough.
So now whenever I walk into a room or the office, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's Donny.
Smart ass goes, it's Donny.
Just in case you can't tell.
Thank you, Beth. Give her a mic. The commentary's great. She said everyone could see the picnic blanket shirt a mile away.
I feel like I make this look good. All right. All right.
So needless to say, I had 2 choices. Do I go with very sleek, not in your face frames, or do I go with the big mamma jammas that give you a statement? So I was looking and I'm like, this might give Donnie entirely too much material. So I went, and then I'm like, and how much are the 2? I'm going the cheap route. I'm going this way. Yeah. So Because I'm probably not going to wear them.
Probably
Thank you,
not
Kelly
going to wear
Collins.
them. Excellent point, Kelly.
Well, if he just keeps making the print bigger and my arm gets longer, I'm going to be fine.
You need to use the TV? Is that big enough for you?
It actually, yeah, that's what I've gone to. There's now a TV in Chantilly that sits in front of us, and we put big words on it, and I can see it just fine. I could be a politician. I'm reading off the teleprompter.
Let's stop that before we get any further down that trail.
Can y'all imagine me as a politician?
Don't. Let's not go back here.
I would get thrown out in like 13 minutes.
Oh, yeah. She'd be canceled quickly.
Yeah.
All right. First page.
All right, jumping in.
Amanda Ramos. I already hit the next page.
There you go. Aaron Bell.
Am I on?
Here, would you like my big print?
Yeah, I'll do the first page. There you go. Aaron Bell. I think I might have thrown away the first page accidentally. Lateef Chaudhry. Abraham Endell. Adam Henderson. Audra Shortridge. Adrian Slight. Ahmad Azarkani, Ahmad Darwish, Ahmad Malikse, Akilu Bere, Al Nassar, Alex Etchampong 3 times.
Nice job, Alex.
Good job, Alex. Alex Torres, one of our great agent service specialists. Alexandra Ayamandi, Ali D, Alu Worry, Alan Lane, Althea Hurst, Amal Hall, and Amanda Braska.
Okay, just one pause. You do have to admit it's much easier to read.
Yeah, but I feel old.
It doesn't matter. Stop there. Amanda Ramos.
You're killing so many trees. I'm just kidding.
I will plant a new one in my yard. Amanda Ramos, Anna Quinteros, Andres Polly, Andy Shannon, Angel Kalaku, Angel Einsman, Angel Figueroa, I'm getting the Angel page. Angela Wilson, Angie Hill 2 times, Anil Khanna 2 times, Anjali Hera, Annette Greco in the room. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you, Grecos.
Antonio Hayes, Antonio Maceo, April Baker, Arun Kumar, Ashish Sangrula 2 times. Thank you. Awais Nassim, Becca Larson, and Belinda O'Neill.
Good job. Bill and Berna Petrie 2 times.
Cousin Billy Samson.
Cousin Billy, way to go, buddy. 4 times. Basuda Dahal 2 times. 2 times. Bob Frazier. Bowie Tay, Brandy Tavar, Brenda Lynn, Brian Sanks, Brian Yu, Boonmi Akinyosi Yoi, Cece Webster. What?
Keep going.
Oh, you're looking ahead.
I'm looking ahead.
Candace Astroth 2 times. Miss Karen O'Brien.
Holy crap,
7 times. Way to go, Karen.
Nice job.
Woo! Carlos Sorto, Carmen Carter Howell 2 times. Carol McCarthy, Miss Casey Quitkin in the room. Uncle Casey Sampson, Casey Stauffer.
Catherine Sofronoff 2 times. Chandra Kakani, Chandra Steverson. Charles Kim 5 times. Fantastic. Thanks, Charles. Charles Sistrunk, Cheryl Youngbar, Shiru Shan, Christian Manachi, Christine Davis, Christine Pollard, just agree. Christopher Engelwright, Chris DiNapoli, Christopher Shelton.
We've never had it written Christopher John DiNapoli.
I just shortened it. You're welcome. We could start calling him CJ. Whole new nickname. Chris Shelton one.
I feel like his email is CJ DiNapoli.
I don't think it is.
It was at one point, no? There's been one that was CJ DiNapoli.
All right, Chris, I need to know what your email says.
Email.
Can you tell me?
CJ DiNapoli at something. Look at that.
We're going to see. All right, Christopher Shelton, Christopher Vitale, Cindy Locke, Cindy Shellberg, Claire Grana, Cleon Smith, Colby Smith 2 times, and Colleen Smith.
I think Colleen.
What did I say?
Colleen. You
I
were
don't know,
on the Colby thing, so you said Colleen. It's okay.
Colleen.
Connor Shosky 2 times. Cynthia Epps.
Oh, yeah, I did say
Cynthia Lehman 2 times. Dalton Blair. Damian Woodson. Danica Hu 2 times. Daniel Thorpe 3 times. Great job. Danielle Best. Danielle Harrington. Danny Lee 2 times. David Hu. There you go. My fault. I'm having to talk.
He's in charge of technology.
Talk and push buttons at the same time is too much for me. David Hu. David Luckenball 2 times. Our Montclair manager.
No, go one.
It's because Justin's trying to help. There you go.
There we go.
David Luckenball 2 times. David Chandler. David Warner. The great and wonderful Deb Gorham. Debbie Frank. Deborah Newman. Deborah Robinson. Delilah Torres.
Nice
4
job.
times. She's also a great one on Instagram, like seeing her feeds blow up. Denise Kaplan.
Dennis Poulsen. Derek Cole. Derek Johnson. Desiree Rogelli 3 times. Diana Posadas.
Oh, it's because you're trying to cover for me now.
He's not touching it. It's that one battery. There's only one battery in the clicker.
All right. I got you guys. I got you.
Oh, my heavens.
I'll be more focused. Go ahead.
Dilyara Dominova, 9 times.
9 times.
Nice job, Dilyara. Thank you.
That's pretty decent.
Dina Barahona, Dina Elmata, Donna Chong, Ebony Dixon, Ebony Jones 2 times, Ebony McDonald, Ed Torres 2 times, Eddie Seymour, Elaine Molina, Albert Graves, Ellen McRae, Elsie Hall, MC Ara, and Emily Blakely.
Emily Thrawn, Emmanuel Nimako, Amoda Okusan, Fatana Barak, Fasi Sam, Fernando Herbosa, our Gaithersburg manager, Ferris Eways 2 times, Flourish Adetoye, Frank Evans 2 times, Gabby James Clancy, the Gainesville Real Estate Partners.
Here in the room, yes.
There you go. Garnett Robinson Bauman, Gary Harvey, Gary Martin 2 times.
Gellamini, nice
5
job.
times. Great job. Jorge and Gina Pimentel, Gamathi Nagaraj 2 times. Gray McBay 3 times. Greg Kolangian and Gregory Johnson.
Hamdia Galster, Hamid Navasvadarani. Nazvadarani. There we go.
Nailed it.
Hanaya Akash, Heather Heath, He Q, Heidi Swinson, Helen Argueta, Henry Kilburn 2 times, Henry Nam, Hirdesh Mata, Holly Simpson, Hong Hong, Hugo Medina, Hulanam Waldegabriel 2 times, Ian McVeigh, I.B. Singh.
I.B. singing.
I.B. singing?
I.B. singing.
I get it. I.B. singing.
Got it. They're not all winners, Sarah. They're not all winners.
Aisha Leverett, Imari Miller, Iman Raymond 2 times, and Irene Trivalides.
Isa Abedin, Jack Jenkins 2 times, Jack Tawari 3 times.
Jack's in the room. There you go.
Oh, there
nice
you go.
job. Nice job.
You are here, Jack. Good job. Good little month there, buddy. Jackie Boykin, Jacqueline Frederick, Jay Yoon, Jagdeep Gotra, Jalal Akshir, Jamal Alston, James Lusby, Janelle McElwain, Janice Mae Johnston, Janice Pearson, Jasmine Weiss, Jason Sanders 2 times, Jason Williams, Jay Johnson, Jeff Stahl, Jenny Cornier, and Jennifer Cuevas.
Jennifer Fang 4 times.
Woo!
Nice job, Jennifer. Jennifer Kelly 2 times. Jennifer Crow, Jesse Shang, Jesus Vallejos. Jesus Vallejos. That was my accent. Jetty Pfeiffer. Was that? But one more time.
Vallejos. There you go.
No H, really, J? Yeah? Okay, it's a J. All right. Jetty Pfeiffer, Jay Key, Jill Judge 3 times.
There you go, Jill.
Jim Falk, Joan Walsh, Joe Azer, Joe Lozano 2 times, Joe Magnota, Johanna Gordon, John Grazika, John Harris,
Not here, are they?
John Irons, no, I didn't see him, John Labus, I got the John page, John McCambridge, and John Vickery. I love the John page.
I got some of it too. Johnny Jenkins, John Gift, John Grant, John Carello, Jonathan Hurley, Jonathan Ortiz, Jonathan Venegas, Jordana Adams, Jorge Bahabat, Jorge Pimentel. So I guess
That's 2 maybe for Gina and
there's
Jorge?
probably 2 for both of them.
Yep.
They each had 1. Joseph Allo, Josh Jenkins 2 times, Josh Prouty 2 times, Joy Basher Downey. Good job. Woohoo.
Oh, I was like, I looked up. She goes,
I was waiting. I was like,
I didn't see you.
I went down. But
I know. I was like, what's he doing?
Pick
I
me
didn't
up here,
totally
Sarah.
Hello.
Joy
Sorry.
Haskins, Joyce Shoemake, Juan Fernandez, Julie Park, Julie Young, Julius Gamble Jr.
Jung Hwan, Justin Collins 2 times, Karen Harvey, Karen Jones, Karen Keating, Kashana Oganeki, Kashif Rasul, Kate Snyder 2 times, Catherine Hayslip, Kathleen Hubbard, Kathleen Presser, Kathy Pippin Properties, bless you, Kathy Thompson, I got the Kathy page too, this is great, Katie Mudd, Katie
2 times.
Katie Mudd 2 times, yeah, and don't get too comfortable. Katie Wojtowicz.
Katie what?
Wachtowicz.
All right.
I'm going to have to practice that one.
All right.
Wachtowicz.
Walsh, a little smart aleck
Thank
over
you,
there.
Melissa. I think we can make Melissa now come up and I think the agent service team should start calling out the names.
I think they should maybe. They think they got all the answers.
They got all the answers back there.
We need to give them microphones or muzzles, one of the two.
That's all. Oh, love it.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out, I heckled with smart-assness in the back, and now I'm up here. So watch what you say when you're in these sales meetings.
You guys do an excellent job.
Look, there you go. There you go. Katie Wachosik, Kia Evans, Kier Hogan, Keith Min, Kelly Rucker Sanders, and Kelly and Owen Thomas 2 times in the room.
Can we get a microphone, camera right on her? Kelly Graves, cousin Kelly Sampson, Kelly Saunders 2 times, Kendra McCarthy, Kenneth Wang, Kader Hua, Khalid Ruiz, Kiran Kumar, Kiran Marzaria 3 times, Kusha Sharifa Tafreshi, Courtney Short, Christy Williams, Crystal Johnson, KT Fan, Lakeisha Malloy, Lana Schinnerer 2 times.
Oh, hello,
Larry and Laura
Larry and
Bean
Laura.
5 times.
Nice job. Nice
Let me
job.
hear it, Laura. Yes. I encouraged it. That's on me. That's on me. I put a little gas on the fire. My fault. Thank you, Larry and Laura and team. Good job, guys. She needs a mic.
She doesn't need a mic.
Justin, I think we heard her okay. Letitia Seaborn, Latoya Smith, and Leanne Mossack.
Letty's Christina Angulon, Lemlem Mbaye, Lenning Riviera, Leslie Goodnow, Letitia Goddess, Lita Ning, Lindsay Friday, Lorena Navarez, Lauren Logan, Lourdes Rubio Fitzpatrick, Lucia Arden Jason 2 times.
Go, Lucia.
Luther Williams, Maggie Lee 2 times, Manisha Houchin, Manny Nieves, Marsha Goodman in the house 2 times. Nice job. Marta Cuello Perdomo 2 times.
Margaret here.
Miss Margaret Ireland in the back. Maria Johnson and Marcella Nunez.
There you go. Nice job. I should stay by my sheet.
You're on
Martha Huluka, right? Yes.
Marta.
Marta, yes, and that. Marta Huluka. Martha.
Marthia.
Now I'm on
He's totally off track now.
Martha Acevedo 2 times. Martina Burns 2 times. Marvette Cofield. Mary Crow. Miriam Rasmussen.
Nice job,
5
Miriam.
times.
Nice
Good
job.
job, Miriam. Matt Whitman, Matthew Hubbard, Mauricio Romero, Mayuri Desai, Mekdim Tesfaye, Mekanin Abebe, Mel Tulu 2 times, Melinda Norton, Melvin Pitt, Mina Nakla, Michael Adekunle 2 times, Michael Bosley, Michael Sekilaropoulos, and Michelle Gorko.
Mimi Carmichael Rohrback 2 times, Misty Weaver, Mohammed Perovi, Muhammad Wali, Monica Simpkins, Monir Delawar 2 times, Munawar Khan, Nada Hamza, Nadia Delawar, Nadia Deskins, Nadia Rasuli, Nalo Sears, Nancy Nilsson, Miss Natalie and Mr. Kurt McCarter at 2 times. Thank you. Natasha Mills, Nima Singh 2 times, Neomar Martinez, Nick Welch, Nick Biberai, and Nina Roush.
Nora Alajanian 2 times.
Good for you.
All those years I was always like,
you were scared of it.
Nora.
You were scared of it.
I'm embracing it now.
You got it.
Nora Alajanian. Nora Yelland, Oke Adumaga, Alutunde Anafadi 2 times, Orentes Patrick, Orlando Golson, Pam
Pammy.
Mooney 5 times.
Nice job, Pammy.
Paola Roca, Paolin Kingpen, Uncle Pat Sampson, Patrick Adu, Pauze Leon 2 times, Paul Almeida 2 times, Penjuli Rizong, Penny Clark, Peter Frias out of our DC office 2 times, Phyllis Brown 2 times, and Pino Bulipangsanan. I'm good at the Pino. Prabin Katka and Priscilla Kim.
Rahel Maid, Rajiv Sharma, Rakesh Kumar 2 times, Raynard Edwards 2 times, Rassel Ahmed, Rashad Henderson, Ray Powers, Raymond Brunel, Reba Rahimzada. I have to take a breath. Yes, got it. Rhonda Campbell, Ricardo Calderon 4 times, Mr. Rich DeGory 4 times. Nice
Boom.
job, you guys. Ritu Joshi, Rob Hardy, Robert Pullen 2 times. Mr. Bob Wiley and Miss Roxanne 3 times. Robertson Holmes 4 times.
Whoa,
Nice jobs there, Darren.
Great job.
Roger Ricci, Rolf Kratz, and Ronnie Kennedy.
Rosa Williams, Rosanna Bell.
Oh.
I just said hi to you and I forgot to stop. Rosa called me. We had a funny exchange. I walked up and said, "Hello, Rosa. How are you this morning?" She goes, "You looked at my name tag." I said, "Rosa, you got that pretty name tag there. I'm going to sneak a peek." But good to see you, Rosa, and thank you for the Cardinal.
That's so funny.
I called myself out. It's fine. Rosanna Rojas Summerall, Roxanne Southern, Roy Stevens, Ropali Jane Bargava, Ryan Goodwin, Saad Jamil 2 times, Saba Woltechi, Sabine Katak, Sajad Rizvi, Salim Abdi, Sam Baluki, Sandra Powell, Sandra Stillman Despescal, Sandy Sullivan, Sajeev Shah, Sarah McGovern 2 times, Sira Bit Suri, and Sasha Shana.
Scott Koval 2 times. Seabell Ball, Sean Klein, Seema Sina 2 times, Selena Lee, Sergio Garcia,
not the
golfer, 2 times. He came up and introduced himself to me as, "Hi, I'm Sergio Garcia, not the golfer." And I'm like, "Yay, now I know who you are." Yes. Chandra Richardson, Shanita Kelly, Sharon Zozak, Shashkanat Rao, Shawnitra Hawkins, Sheena Stiles, Sheila Hawkins, Sharika Teshome, Sneznana Conaway 2 times, Sonia James, Srinivu Katragata, Stephanie Burke 2 times, Stephanie McDonald, and Stephen Tatum 2 times. Thanks, you guys.
Did we miss one? I saw you turn around.
Oh, I was checking to see if Sandy Sullivan was here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I missed one. Sometimes we miss some. I want to make sure they got acknowledged if it was. Steve Carlazzi, Stephen Benitez 2 times, Stephen Moore, Sabu Kemasetti 2 times, Sue McClanahan, Sue Riggs, Sukun Sukjun Park, Suzanne Eways, Swathi Yala 2 times, Sybil Terry, Tahir Nassar 2 times, Tamar Myers Moffitt, Tammy Albright, Tammy Irby 2 times, Tanya Clayton, Tariq Muhammad, Tatiana Saldana Arias, Terry Barnett, Thaddeus Underwood, and Thea Hollywood. And Sarah's going to bring us home.
I am. Last set. Tu Huyen, Tim Dominic, Timothy Johnson, Todd Kolash, Tolson Musak, Tasha, she called me, Tasha Jackson, Travis Johnson 2 times, Troy Property Group 6 times.
Good
Nice
job,
job.
Troy
Nice
team.
job. Tyler Simmons, Valerie Lee, Valerie Jennings, Vanya Charles, Vita Howard 2 times, Victoria oh gosh, I got
Just Bally?
Bally?
She said
She
just go
goes by
Bally.
Victoria Bally. I'm going with you, Lena. Vita Yusefi, Vika Chaudhry, Viktor Kutsevich 4 times, Vipul Mehta 4 times. Congratulations, you guys. Waleed Mufti, Wally Hunt, Wakir Ahmad 2 times, Wendy Hutton, Willie Thomas, Willis Fan, Yang Chin, Yasmin Abuzar, Yogeshi Karki, and Zabreen Watson. Thank you guys so very, very much.
So I'm announcing this to everybody, and I didn't want to just spring it on everybody, but I probably could have. What we're going to do in future meetings, I think, is the names are super important to us, but we want to be able to figure out our timing. So I think we're going to move those to start at 11. So we're going to try and do our meeting from 10 to 11. We're going to do the names at the end. Makes it a little easier for people. I want to make sure everybody's acknowledged, but it'll make it a little bit better flow. Because some people are like, they don't want to watch the names all the time. So they don't ever know when to tune in. But we want to make that clear. They're all super important to us. We're going to make them clear, but we're going to just put them at the end so it's a little bit more concise.
We're going to shuffle our flow a little bit.
Shuffle our flow, see how
Yep.
we like that in the future. Obviously, we did it now.
Yes.
We're going to do that a little bit better in the future. So
moving
if you
forward.
log in next week, we're going to start names at 11 o'clock. Typically, it's going to be my goal.
Yes.
And that may change, but
And
we're
then
gonna
we
try
feel
that
like
once.
we can spend more time talking about people and sharing funny stories,
Right.
and we don't feel like we have to be rushing through to make sure that
Right.
people get to the meat of the meeting. So
I always,
just give
we
us a
always
little bit
we
more
want
time.
to congratulate people, but then we feel like there's some people who are like, get on with the meeting. So if we do it at the end, we can take our time
Yes.
and make sure we.
So it was nice balance.
Yes.
We get to acknowledge
We're
everybody.
going to try that, see how we feel. Always trying new stuff, right? So for the month of June, these are our top performers in the whole company for the whole month. We're going to do our top individuals and top teams. Our top 5 individual performers for June by volume. This was tight. Tight.
So tight.
A lot of people crushed it, but Miss Dilyara Dominova, almost 7.4 million. Great job.
Nice job, Dilyara.
Rex Thomas just behind that, just under
Yes.
7.2. Jill Judge just under 6.9 million. Miriam Rasmanjuv just over 6.5 million. And Nora Alajanian just under 6
Nice job,
million.
you
So
guys.
great
What a
job
great month.
to all 5 of those people.
So
And then
June's top
transactions.
performers by transactions, tied with 10, Dilyara Dominova and Rex Thomas, 10 transactions apiece. That's fantastic. We have 8 tie, Jill Judge and Venkat Guram. Congratulations on 8. And then Miriam Rasmussen with 7. Nice job, you
Great
guys.
job to all of our
Congratulations.
teams.
Great month.
Our top teams in volume last month. The Shepherd Homes Group, 17.7 million last
Wow,
month.
that's phenomenal.
Last
night,
That'd be a lot. That'd be a lot. Redstone, oh, this was tight. Redstone Group, 10.7 million, and the K Group, 10.6 million.
wow.
Uncle Casey Sampson's team, the 9.7 million, and Twin Selling Real Estate, 5.6 million. So great job to our top teams.
And top teams in June by number of transactions, we have the Shepherd Homes Group with 27 transactions.
That's a few.
That is
That's a few.
that is more than a few. That is almost one a day. The Redstone Group at 18, nothing to sneeze at. The K Group at 15, and then tied with 9, the Perfect Choice Real Estate, Troy Property Group, Team Integrity, and Major Key Real Estate. Congratulations, you guys. That's all phenomenal.
So for those, a couple events coming up. So for those that don't know, I am going to go over from here to the Piedmont Club down the street. We're going to do a lunch and learn from 12 to 2:30 today. So if you're out there in the general area and you've got somebody that wants to learn about Samson, come on over. We'll feed them a good lunch and we'll talk to them about all things Samson. So that'll be right after here today.
I'll also say if you're new to Samson or you have not been to a lunch and learn recently and you're around, stop by because we're always doing stuff new and he can fill you in on all the newest and greatest. And if you haven't sat through a lunch and learn and you're fairly new to Samson, I would recommend you go.
The disclaimer is you have to listen to me talk for like 7.
That's a lot of Donny
it's like
today.
an hour and a half straight of Donny. It's a
Lots
lot.
of Donny
It's a lot.
today. But you get to eat again.
Yes. So there's a plus. There's a push pull.
They don't have bacon at lunch, but
You
there's
never
still
know. You never know.
Some. True.
You never know.
But at lunch they have cookies,
They do have cookies.
and it's eat dessert first.
Sarah walks in and finds the dessert first, eats the dessert, and leaves. Typically.
And then this one goes, everybody, that's Sarah, as I've got my mouth shoved full of cookies.
I got her a couple times.
So bad.
Dessert full. Put all the attention
Yes.
on her during that.
So bad.
So this Saturday we have something really special
Oh,
going
we're
on.
so excited.
And I know a lot of you have probably signed up. If you haven't yet, please do it like now, like
Now.
today. Like open your phones, go to samsoncares.org. Look, I know we were pushing for money. We want people. We've had a big push this week, which has been great. But this is going to be fun. You come out from 10 to 12 a.m. You come and you pack meals.
10 to 12 a.m. That would be not a.m., 12 a.m. That would be 12 p.m.
Well, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I think that was clear.
No.
No? All right. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., all right, in the morning. We come out, we pack meals together. There's music. It's a festive environment, but we get
So
to really
fun.
give back to the community around us. It's a super fun activity. I'm bringing all my girls, and I think that, you know, if you've got something, if you've got the time, please sign up and come by. It's all of our Samson family realtors and our staff and our families. We have Sarah and I posted on Facebook, so we've opened it up a little bit because we want to make sure we got to the volunteers, and we weren't quite there earlier in the week. We've had a great push this week, which has been awesome, but we could still use more time, more volunteers.
You will not
come
be.
Saturday.
You will not be bored.
No.
The music. It is.
I would say you probably need to be at least 6 or 7 to
Yeah.
produce effectively. Now, if they're
But-
younger, well, they can find something to do.
We
but
do. So
probably
the
be super
younger
productive.
ones, they'll give them crayons and markers, and they'll draw on all the boxes
Draw on
that
the
get
boxes
delivered
for
to the
fun.
school. We pull them up. They make announcements. The kids are dancing. They're carrying on. The tables are packing. It's a wonderful roll up your sleeves and serving event with family and friends and your community. All the food, all 15,000 meals will be packaged up and sent back into Title I schools that are food insecure in our community. So we have this one going on that's feeding our Fairfax Loudoun community in Prince William. We have another one going on in the fall that's going to be in our Maryland market to feed that community. And then we will be doing food drives and food donations at the festival this fall as well, that's going to go into our DC food pantry. So we are making a very large push at Samson to get food back in the hands of our especially our food insecure kids in our area, because there's more of them now than there's ever been.
So if you haven't signed up yet and you
Yes.
do have a possibility, if you can get there Saturday,
We welcome you.
go
So
to
much fun.
SamsonCares.org. You will not regret it. You will come to me at noon on Saturday and say, I'm so glad I came. It was
Donny
worth the
dances
time.
and sings, and it's a fun. It's
a little
fun.
ridiculous,
Oh,
but yes.
we need a mic up here for
Miss
Miss
Kelly.
Thomas.
So,
So
yes.
the mask rules. So you will, if you are packaging the first couple of scoops, they will put you in gloves. They will put you in hairnets and masks,
That's a pre-COVID thing.
which is a pre-COVID thing.
Hairnets the thing.
Yeah,
yes.
and because you're dealing with actual food substance, so that's a health
Now,
environment.
they will allow hats too instead of hairnets if you don't like the way you look in
Yeah,
hairnets.
but I'm gonna.
That's a pro tip because it's my 5th time. I always
Yes.
bring a hat just in case.
If you're in the backside of the product, which is where the bags are sealed, you're dropping them into bags and you're putting the boxes up in that part, you do not have to wear a mask unless you want to.
Yeah.
So it depends on
The finishing, not the
Yes.
backside.
the backside. Kelly says I'm not allowed to call it the backside.
The-
So yeah,
the
if you're on the
finishing
front
parts.
end of the actual food prep, then you will. If you're on the backside, you will still wear hairnet
still
and
did
gloves. Back, I did say it, didn't I?
If
If you're on the finishing
If you're
end,
not handling food, then you won't need to wear
if
the
you're
mask.
handling boxes and bags, you do not have to.
Yes.
Yes, that is
So-
the rule.
So you can bring your own, or they will have that
They will
stuff
have
there,
plenty as
hairnets
well.
and masks, obviously.
Curtis, I think you need a hairnet.
Hey, Stephanie, I'm super happy you're here, but watch the camera,
Your
like
head
right
is,
behind your
head
head.
is right in the camera.
You're okay.
She's like, I'm here, everyone.
She turns around just like.
I made it.
So SamsonCares.org, if you want to come on Saturday, we can always use more volunteers. That's the answer. So
And if you do
we'll
have a
fun.
scruffy beard, they will make you put a little beard hairnet on too. Just FYI. Curtis, let it grow a couple days.
Well, that was my excuse to get to the back to do the boxes. So I
To
was
the
like,
back.
I'll-
See, he said it too. To the back.
I didn't say backside. All right. So, but it will be
Yes.
a lot of fun. It's a great cause, and so we're super excited about it. So if you have the opportunity at all Saturday morning to make it, we would love to see your faces. We'll take pictures and videos. It'll be a great time.
Absolutely.
All right. So a couple other more work-oriented
events, too.
activities.
Yep.
We've got a lunch and learn next week in Frederick. So if you're up in the Maryland area, July 26th is next Tuesday. I'll be up there doing a lunch and learn. For August, we are not going to have a first sales meeting of the month. I will be at Inman Connect in Vegas, trying to learn things to come back here and make it better.
I did tell
Try
him.
not to gamble.
I did tell him to put a 5-spot on red for me.
A 5-spot on red. Big roller, Sarah Mormon. 5-spot on red. So I'm going to be in Inman Connect. If anybody's out there, let me know. We'll say hi. But then for August, we've got our Maryland sales meeting. We're going to be in Waldorf on the 10th. Go out and see the crew there, and we'll have a lunch and learn after at the Hilton Garden Inn. And then our Virginia sales meeting for the month of August, we're going to be in our Alexandria office. So for those of you out there, we're excited to bring it all around. We're going to be in our Alexandria office. They have a beautiful conference room right next to our office that is just finished. So we're excited to use that space for our sales meeting Wednesday morning. And then we're to lunch and learn. I think Ostia Marzana is the one right at the corner across the street, right? Really nice. Nailed it. Yes.
Nailed it, she said.
All right, so we're going to have our lunch and learn literally walking distance, 30 yards out the front door on the 17th as well. So fun stuff coming in August. And then my last lunch and learn is the Bel Air. So the White Marsh, Bel Air, Baltimore area. We'll be up there at the end of August. I'm going to go see my friend Barbara Pritchard up there. We'll have a lunch and learn at a new place for us, Mountain Branch, at the end of August.
Well, and save the date because on September 7th, we're going to be doing our cornhole tournament. For any of you that have not experienced that before, it is quite the competitive event.
If you don't want to play cornhole, you can still come and hang out with us.
We will have food and drink, and
Yes.
you will have a wonderful time watching the competitive spirit of some of the members of our team. And if you are a ringer, then Donny will interview you to be part of his team. But you do, in fact, need to bypass the mayonnaise on your sandwich, which would have been the reason he fired Bobby. And then Danny got tired, so he halfway fired Danny. So he's in the market for a ringer.
I just want something not to choke, but it's all on the line, Kelly. I've gotten right to the precipice a couple times.
And he's like not bitter at all that he did not win. So our top 4 teams will go and compete in the Family Fall Festival that we have in October. So you will get to see the grand prize at the Fall Festival.
So we're going to have
much
our
fun.
sales meeting this is the 7th, right after we
Yes.
come back from Labor Day. We'll be in Chantilly, and then we'll go out back right afterwards, do our cornhole tournament, have lunch, drinks, have a good time out there in the back.
And in all seriousness,
the
you can be
street.
a competitive player or a beginner. We will make some concessions for beginners. We will move the boards closer together so you don't have to work as hard. And then we will run multiple brackets so that you've got a chance to win as well.
Speaking
Speaking
of
of,
the festival,
Whoop, whoop.
we have our big festival October 1st, for those that have not saved that date yet.
Who has not been to a festival? See, there's so many. Y'all are going to have so much fun.
Who has been to a festival?
Who's coming back to the festival? Woo! Yeah, sorry. I got excited.
She's getting a hype girl up here.
I love it. So fun.
So we on the nest.
It's like a city.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It
You
is
pull
like a
in
city.
and you like the first year I was like,
The first year she pulled in. Now she had heard, and this is
I had heard.
3 or 4 years ago. She had heard, oh, it's a big deal, it's a big deal. And then she
Yeah.
turned in, and I'll never forget. She texted me and she goes, "Holy!" As soon as
It was just
Shit, holy
tents and
bananas.
stuff and hot air balloons and like it was just, it was
Yes.
amazing.
So it will be 11 to 8, October 1st. Now, if you go right now to the Cardinal Nest, on the left side, there's a Samson Festival page that you can RSVP, you can sign up for. You can see some of the activities. We're going to start posting schedules. There's the 4 bands that are already up there. We're going to move it around a little bit from last year from some of you that were there. We're going to use the main stage to be that stage that's in the one they actually use for concerts at Bull Run, the pre-made stage, not
The
one
one
we
that's
built
actually
ourselves.
built for
The one that's actually
concerts.
built for events.
Yes.
So we're going to use that as our main stage this year, and we're going to have all of our bands there. We're going to have zip lines and Ferris wheels
Hold
and
on.
carousels
And Donny in the dunk tank.
Donny in the dunk tank.
Right by the main stage.
We moved the dunk tank right next to the main stage so everybody can laugh at me this year. It's going to be awesome.
The unicorn.
We've got the riding bulls. We've got riding sharks,
Oh
mechanical
yeah,
sharks.
the mechanical shark this year instead of the bull. We got a bull and a shark.
So there will be lots of good fun. We've got a Sampson beer garden, which is a new
Yep.
thing right here, which is kind of adults only type section where they can hang out and do a cool beer garden. So we got a lot of new additions. We're trying to make it better every year.
And
It's gonna be
lots
awesome
of
day.
food trucks.
Yeah.
So many.
We're
doing
gonna like
twice as many.
triple. I think it's triple
We
what
just keep-
started.
yes.
What we programmed last year and how many actually got to the thing that weren't either
Kicked out by
broke
inspection
down
or
or
broke
got
on the
kicked
side
down.
of the road. Yeah.
We went from like 12 to 7, so we're gonna start at like 20 something this year, and hopefully we'll land at 15 or 18. And then the Uber drivers.
And they know the route. They know the route on the way in. Like they've got a special place to go there. Yeah.
So it will be a great time. So we hope everybody can make it October 1st. One thing to keep in mind, if you can't make the whole day, obviously, we're going to have speeches, raffles, and a big group company picture in the 3 to 4 o'clock time frame. 3 to 4:30 time frame is when we kind of do that right in the middle. We'll do 2 bands, then that, and then 2 bands after to kind of break up the day. So if you want to get there for the big company picture, any raffles, that kind of stuff, 3 to 4:30 when you see the schedule come out. But that's your main block for that. So you want to make sure you get there before that if you want to participate in all of those fun activities.
And I will say the company picture is so much fun. And people are like, it's a picture. It's like Where's Waldo? Because there's so many people, and it starts out, and you're like, okay, I can see me, I'm this big. But by the time you get, it's right up there if you want to look. By the time you get to the back, your head is like
and that's actually from 2019.
Yes, that's
20
one of
was
the older
canceled
ones. Yeah.
for COVID, and then 21, we didn't have a great angle last year. I want to do better with the angle this year.
Yeah.
But that one's from 19 that's hanging up there, and that says 2,600 in front of us. So we've more than doubled since then.
Yeah, and
more than doubled
it's
for
a
years.
great event.
I think that's what
Yeah,
it'll help, too.
it'll go
'Cause
up
It kind
and
of
it'll-
goes up the hill.
And the people in the back, you'll actually be able to see who they are. Right, yeah. Besides where's
this
Little
year
Walrus,
is
which
much
you
more
got.
conducive for a great picture, whereas last year, when it's flat ground, you lose it after a little bit. When it's got its natural hill to it, it'll be perfect.
Everybody's got a face.
We
We
did
do.
a couple
We
years
do,
ago,
yeah.
but then it got weird because we weren't far enough back. The stage was in the way.
So all you saw was the top of people's heads.
So we're going to do better this year.
It's it's a work in progress.
Everybody came up for the company picture, but then we were like 15 feet in front of the stage. I was like, all right, let's move 500 people back really quick.
And
So-
it was trying to move. It was like
I tried
moving. Nobody was moving.
No. So
Yeah.
we're going to do better this year.
Yeah.
The hill will help a lot. So.
And then there's the year that Donny and I decided that we were going to teach all the kids how to do the,
yes.
what's that dance called? The
floss.
So we got the kids on stage. We were going to teach everybody it's this dance movement. The drones were going to fly over. They were going to take the pictures of the floss. Except everybody in the audience pulled out their phones and just started videotaping us.
Yes.
And I'm like, that did not
So all we
play
have
out.
is Facebook of Sarah and I doing the floss with 50 kids.
With 50 kids on stage. And I'm like, that did not exactly work like I planned. But
I thought it was great. Yes,
it
Jack.
was funny.
My son was telling do I have to do floss again?
Yeah.
Oh, he said, do I have to do the floss again? That's so funny.
Jack said his son said, do I have to do the floss again? So no.
Well, because we might have said if you're a kid, come up on stage, and then we got bum rushed,
Yes.
and then there's something about like my kid and his kid both were like, I'm not up front, move. I'm not up front.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, well, who did
Oh.
Apple and Tree?
My now 14-year-old was right front and center, just with Sarah and I. She was into it.
She was
doing
like
it.
square right
So-
here.
So she must have been 11 then. She was crushing it.
Oh,
But
she was, yes.
Are Carrie and Reed out there? I think I see Reed's
Hi,
on.
guys.
Come on
Do you
up. We're
wanna-
going to bring Carrie and Reed up from Cardinal Title Group
JD, we need a mic.
right here.
Good morning. Don't fall over my paper stash. Sorry.
Hey.
Hi. How are you guys?
Great. How are you?
Good. Doing fantastic. I just want to make sure you guys don't fall in.
Thank you. So many people here.
I
Good
know.
morning.
Good stuff, right?
We almost matching.
Let's say hello to
That's just cute.
Cardinal title.
Cardinal Title Group. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Thank you.
How's everyone doing?
I'm showing you your slides there.
Yeah, I might need to see those.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so we were going to start with spotlighting a
Thank
few
you.
of our people that have kind of gone above and beyond these past few months. So
Reed, you get a fresh cut on the way here today?
You do.
20 minutes ago.
I was gonna say, you
like
do
10
look-
o'clock haircut.
You
I
look
mean,
freshly coughed.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
really just sharp. You're looking
Thank
good,
you.
buddy.
Thanks, Donny.
As we digress
Just
and talk about
Carrie,
retail.
I have established long ago I don't speak about females' looks
Okay,
in
can
any
you
way,
talk about
shape,
my
or
Your
form.
hair looks
Down.
lovely.
Sarah.
You're freshly coiffed. Yes.
Thank you.
I have found it's the smoothest path to never comment ever. So, but Reed, I can.
Thank you. Yeah.
make all sorts
Hey,
of comments.
just for you, buddy.
Yeah, you're all right. You're all right busting our cough
Thank
right
you,
on your brother.
Madonna.
Yes.
Thank you.
Doesn't her hair look great?
Yes.
Every day.
Thank you.
So your awards.
Yes.
We digressed.
We just want to mention a few people, as Reed said, who are our top performers for the past couple months. And we have pictures of these great people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Love that.
You know, some selfies.
Whatever works.
High quality selfies.
Yes.
So who
Yeah,
we got?
so we were starting with May
Yes.
May.
and June. Well,
May.
we're starting with departments. Sorry, pre-processors. So we have Haley for May and Nikki for June.
Nikki's fantastic. I've been
Nikki's
working with her on
wonderful.
one. She's
yes,
wonderful.
she's
Where-
out of
she's a
Where
rock
are
Chantilly.
they?
star.
Where are they
Yeah.
based out of? They both Chantilly, or they where? Are they?
Haley was in Chantilly, but she relocated to Georgia, so she's working remotely for us.
So you probably won't see Haley.
I didn't know you
Yeah.
were in Georgia, Haley, but you're
Yes.
rocking. Or I'm sorry, Nikki.
She is
Nikki's here.
Nikki's here. Got it. Okay.
Right.
She's in
I'm
Chantilly.
sorry, I'm off.
Haley's in Rome, Georgia. If you've ever been
Rome,
there,
Georgia.
It's
All right.
a small
I don't
town.
know where that is.
Yeah, no one does except for
Okay.
Haley.
No one does. Got it.
And Nikki is in Chantilly. Nikki's been with us for probably about a year now, and she's wonderful.
She's rocking it. Yeah.
yeah, they're both wonderful.
Good job,
obviously.
Haley
That's
and
why they're
Nikki.
up here.
Yes.
And for
Oh, processor.
we have Stephanie Page for May. And then a local favorite, Van, is I don't know if she'll come.
Man, you won something.
So not only does Van make great cakes, she rocks
Yes.
out some files. She's my processor. I love
She
her.
does. Van.
This picture is taken in the Gainesville office.
It
I think.
is.
That's right.
In front of the
20 minutes
windows.
ago.
That's right.
A few minutes ago.
It was on the slide yesterday, but it's a good
That's
joke.
hilarious.
I
That
saw
was a
it
good joke,
yesterday.
Reed. That was good.
Good one. You should post that.
Yeah.
What? All right. So the question is what makes someone a processor or pre-processor of the month? What is your criteria?
Oh,
Good question, Kelly Thomas.
just
I
best
love that
cakes.
question.
One of the things we look at is their volume for the month, how many cases they've processed or pre-processed. That's one of the main criteria we rely on. We also look at how many accolades this person has gotten. And
Also,
if they
your surveys matter.
They do.
Yes.
We really look at your surveys. And we take that into account. And we also look, everybody makes mistakes occasionally. So we look and make sure this person hasn't made a big mistake when we want to award them. And those are the main things that we
Don't
look at.
screw up.
Like little mistakes are fine, but big ones, you're out.
Yes.
Hey!
Come in. Come in.
Van.
Come over here.
Man,
Look, you're on the screen, Van. She's hiding. You can go over that way. You want to be on camera?
Oh, she's like, I don't want to
Come on, Van, just a little bit.
Oh, she's standing over here with me. I'm not on camera.
You don't have to talk,
You
but
have
you have to accept
Yeah.
your accolades.
So Van's one of our.
Thank you so much for supporting.
She's been with us since essentially the beginning. So she's a Cardinal
She's an
original.
OG.
Yeah,
She
there
She's
is.
a Cardinal original.
There were
She
what
is.
less than 10 employees here probably when, or were you first 5 maybe?
Yes, yes.
So
She says, I've been here forever.
yes, she was in Chantilly for a while, but now she's a little bit closer to home. And yes, she is a cake
And she
maker
makes phenomenal cakes.
extraordinaire.
Yeah, so good.
She could go viral if she would take my idea and create an Instagram account.
Take your idea.
Yeah.
She won't take your idea.
No.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Stuff.
Van.
Thank you, Van.
Any questions? Let me know.
Thank
Good.
you,
Thank
Van.
you.
You're the best. Thank you.
Settlement agent
So
of the
now we have
month.
settlement agents. So for May and June, May we have Steve Carlozzi. He is based out of our Tyson's office. He's wonderful. I'm sure a lot of you may know him from the settlement table, and he was around as a realtor before that. But yeah, so he's out of our Tyson's office, but he also covers Arlington at times, but Vienna and McLean as well. So Steve, I think he's one of our newest additions as a settlement agent. He's wonderful. And then we have Sabrina, who is out of our. She is wonderful. So she does Spanish closings for us.
That's wonderful.
She was originally out of the Woodbridge office, but now she's kind of gone and covered. Really?
Good,
Fantastic.
good. That's great to hear.
Yeah, we've had amazing reviews from her.
Sabrina also speaks Espanol. If you need an Espanol
Sí.
settlement, that's Spanish.
Look at you using your Spanish. Is that the only word you know?
No, I'm good.
Okay, just checking. See? I know see.
I finished Spanish 4, baby.
I know
Oh,
cerveza.
I know cerveza. for sure.
Yeah, and then because of the cerveza, yes.
But she's also, right now, she's.
We were talking about the baño over here on the side, sorry.
That's bathroom.
That's about, yes.
She's right now. Sabrina's helping cover Fredericksburg and Stafford, then Woodbridge and Montclair occasionally as well. So she's covering a lot of territory right now, but she's been wonderful as well.
Awesome.
Couple
And-
glamour shots here.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
there we
get
go.
ready. Yeah,
These
these are
came right
the
from Glamour
pictures.
Shots.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
if these were
hilarious.
approved before they got up here.
This might be profile pictures.
Why don't you just call out their names quickly? Let's move on. I
So we have
feel like I'm
Sarah
going to get
A.
written up for this.
Beautiful
don't know
pictures
who
of
they're gonna
Sarah
write me
A.
up
and
to.
Patricia. They are both post closers in Chantilly, and they are rock stars. They do a really high volume, and we're just so glad to have them as part of the team. They're both relatively new to post closing, and they just adopted it and learned so quickly and have really risen to the top. So we're very proud of both
So
of
it's
them.
Sarah and who?
Sarah and Patricia.
Okay. I
Yeah,
couldn't
so obviously they're
quite hear.
behind the scenes. You all probably don't, interact with them hardly at all. But most of the times, if you don't, well,
Yes,
true.
that's right. Yeah.
They see
But a
you
lot of
also.
times, if you don't hear from them, that's probably a good thing. It means we're all doing our jobs, right? So
Fantastic.
Good job to
So,
all
yeah.
the award winners
Yes.
May and June. So great job,
Yes.
Cardinal.
Yes. And if you've had a great experience with Cardinal Title, or you think your clients had a great experience with Cardinal Title, if you would leave us a review, scan the QR code. There is a company out there that has a similar name as ours, and they don't have such great reviews, so we want to make sure that they're seeing us and not them, because our people are doing a fantastic job for our agents and our
Not
clients.
only will it help lift our profile, but it helps when you guys are trying
Yes.
to get the deal to Cardinal on the other side. Might look it up and
On that
see the
fly.
great reviews on Cardinal out there, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll use Cardinal.
there's
If they
Facebook
haven't
or-
already had a great
or
experience
Inst-
with
or
Cardinal.
Google or
Most
Yelp.
people that have been in the business for a while, they've had great experiences on the other side, but if they haven't, then they're going to look at that reviews, and the more positive things they can see, the better it's going to help all of us.
So you can leave reviews on Google, you can leave them on Facebook, you can leave them on Yelp. There's a lot of different places that you can leave them that just helps all around.
And a reminder that our software, Qualia, sends out automatic surveys as well to you all as the agents and your clients. Those are very helpful for us. We're looking at those constantly, and so the Qualia surveys are also very helpful.
Yes.
The good and the bad people.
And
the
Cardinal
good and the
Title Group
bad,
does
yeah.
have an Instagram account now. If you want to follow that,
Oh,
you wanna
look at
tag
you
it,
guys.
and you want to
Yeah.
mention that, it will certainly help.
If
get
you
the-
want to
get
take
the word
that
out.
picture at closing and put
Yes.
it on Instagram,
Yes.
awesome.
And a lot of you have seen the pictures we do in Chantilly. We're trying to spread that out to other offices too. So
The picture
stand
with
by.
the
Yeah.
house sold.
The
They
house
said
in a
yes to the
frame.
house. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When
the
also
clients,
we
one in the
also
frame
we're-
for the clients,
Yeah, we're
yeah.
printing out the picture of the house after closing and presenting it
Oh,
in a
that's
frame.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
It's
That's
It's been a big
fantastic.
hit.
been a
Very,
big
We're
hit.
very
trying
nice.
to spread
Big
that to
hit.
other offices.
Well,
Yes.
and don't forget about these on the slides. These pages are fantastic. It talks about all the different locations that we can close in Cardinal Title. I put these on my listings. I put them up in the documents section on the MLS so that when I put in the remarks, we want to close at one of our 32 convenient locations, and here's the document. But I also print extras and put them in with the brochures because I want the clients to see them and the agents to know how convenient it is.
Yeah,
So those are fantastic.
good flyers that you can use to help you out. Other points of emphasis.
And thank you, everybody. So many listing agents have gotten the buyers to come to Cardinal.
Nice
we
job,
really
guys.
appreciate it. You guys are crushing it. So many every month. And I know that's not easy. We
Right.
really value that. So thank you so much for everyone who's really working so hard to get the buyers to come to us. We really appreciate it. And that's one of the other reasons these reviews are so important, because sometimes an agent maybe had a bad experience a decade ago at Cardinal, but their clients are looking online because their clients aren't familiar with the title companies like the agent might be. And so their clients are looking online, and we really want Cardinal to be represented as good as we are. when people look at the review. So thank you for making sure that those are out there, the good ones.
And Donny promises not to dance at any of your settlements.
I do
Somebody's
not
phone
promise
off.
not to do that. If a good beat comes on, I'm going to hit it. You know. Question?
Hi, I have a quick question for Sarah. Sarah, when you're posting that document in the
Yes.
MLS in the document section, are you making it available to clients as well?
I make it available to everybody
Okay.
because that way
Thank
they're
you.
seeing it. It's not proprietary. They can see it. I also, just like I would like floor plans. Now, our other docs I don't make available, but those I do because I want the public to be a little bit more educated. And it's all about verbiage too, guys. Like, be very careful saying you have to close. Nobody wants to be told what to do, but it's really easy to say seller prefers that we close at one of Cardinal Title's 32 convenient locations. Please see docs for locations. And that's really important. Be nice about it. You get more with honey than you do vinegar. So ask nicely versus demand. That goes a long way. And we've got Mike in the back. Oh,
Run, JD, run.
I'm run.
run, JD. I love the word convenient. Throw that in there because it's so important.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. There was, when the split settlements went away, there was still the lawyer could handle it. Do we have that option in Cardinal?
No.
No.
She said, so when the split closings came out, technically a seller can be represented by their own lawyer, not a title company, but they can be represented by their own lawyer. Cardinal, we've chosen not to do that for this reason, and there's a couple of
There's
reasons.
a variety of reasons, yeah.
But the main reason is your seller ends up getting double charged. The lawyer, we need to charge something on the lawyer side to do that, to cover it on that side. And the buyer settlement company is still going to charge your client a decent amount of fees because they have to do certain stuff to complete the closing as well. It almost always ended up being more money for your seller to go that route. So that's really the main reason we didn't offer that out. So we wanted to make sure that your clients weren't thinking that it was an advantage when all of a sudden they were getting double charged and it became a problem. Anything else you want to add to that, or is that?
That's a good explanation.
That's a good explanation.
What Donny said.
What ditto. Any other
Ditto.
questions for Cardinal?
We have the ability to. We do have tons of lawyers, so it's not that we
Yeah.
couldn't. We just chose that
We
it
chose
wasn't the
not
best
to.
path. Anything else for Cardinal Title Group, Carrie and Reed? Oh, Joy's coming again.
Okay, my question is, if we have a client that wants to talk to an attorney at Cardinal, they're welcome to do so. For example, if they want to review their final settlement statement, is that an option?
Sure. So our attorneys are happy to talk to them about anything. Reviewing the final settlement statement, usually it doesn't take an attorney, but if they want to talk to an attorney about it, of course, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they can call any of us.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the title attorney gives people a lot of comfort. And
Yeah. We
so-
have 5 Virginia attorneys. Anyone is happy to help and talk through anything like that with your
And
client.
we've got several in Maryland and DC as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have anyone like that, you can reach out to me directly, and I can get your client set up quickly. And we
Yeah,
can go
lots of great
through.
attorneys available. Just
Yeah.
just carry a cell phone number at all times.
24/7. It's not a
24/7.
problem. Yeah. We have a great team of attorneys.
Yeah, we've got
and we
questions in
answer
the back.
questions every
Betsy
day.
Reed.
People call in with questions.
Yes.
Run, Reed, run.
I don't have a
It's on.
I don't have a question. I just have a statement. I love Cardinal Title.
Hey,
thank you.
Michelle gets the
Reed.
gold star for the day.
I mean, but no, seriously. I mean, I was a little worried about having wanting to use Cardinal when I got here.
I appreciate the funny ears.
I don't have to, but I was a little worried that I'd want to, and I didn't know how it would work out. But honestly, I have had nothing but good experiences. Reed and the whole group, Bruce over in the DC area. I just love it. I can't say enough.
Awesome. Michelle, I
And
appreciate it so much.
It's so nice. I mean, it
Thank
really
you.
is.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I wouldn't
Thank
say
you.
that otherwise.
Thank you.
Danny knows.
We didn't even pay Michelle to say that either.
Nah, you don't pay me.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is.
Uh-oh, Miss Kelly.
Miss Thomas.
All right.
This is
I
Kelly
always
Thomas in the front.
I always give out the disclosures and the affiliated business with all of the fees, but I never
Yes.
check to see if those fees are the current fees. Is somebody doing that?
Yes.
Thank you.
We constantly.
Thank you.
Yes. We constantly check that. Our marketing team checks that and puts the most recent fees up on the Cardinal Nest at all times. So whatever you use in our ABA is accurate.
The only thing
until
I
it
would make sure
changes.
is if you don't have the ABA saved from 3 years ago.
Yes.
Because you've been here a while.
The most current ABA.
Yeah, which is great. We are an OG. You're an OG. You've been, no, not.
He's not saying
not on
old,
the
he's
earth,
just saying
saying-
yeah. So, but the most current one is always fed through SkySlope. So make sure you pull it with you put your form together, and it's also posted on the Nest at the same time. So SkySlope and the Nest have the most current versions all the time of the ABA.
Any other questions for Miss Lindsay and Mr. Hubbard? Oh, Michelle again.
They can't hear you on. They can't hear
It's
you
fine.
online.
It's fine. We'll just repeat it. Go.
Go ahead.
We'll just repeat it. Go.
Does the marketing part of that ABA have to be signed by the seller? Because they've been pushing back a lot.
Okay, so you want to. When you put it, yeah. So the question was, does the seller have to sign when they push back on the buyer side, and vice versa? We have a duty to disclose, right? That's the law. We feel as a company, and the law says that when you solicit services from the other side, you have to make them aware of the contractual relationship. If you're the listing agent, your seller will sign the ABA. You will put it up in the document section. You are disclosing. You do not have to have buyer signature on that. As a buyer's agent, your buyer is signing. You're sending it with the offer to the other side. You're disclosing. The seller does not have to sign. As long as it was originally sent with the offer and as long as you've got it online, we're considering that disclosure. You will not be kicked back if you do not have signatures. We just have to have our party, and it has to be disclosed to the other party, and we're clear.
The worst thing that happens is they show up at closing and they look at me like, I didn't know, because obviously they walk in the office here at Sampson and Cardinal. I didn't know Sampson had anything to do with Cardinal, and the other side's upset. So we have to make sure, not only do we have to
and the
legally,
client's not
but
gonna,
ethically, you don't want somebody to
and the agent's
like
going to be the
they
one
were
that makes that issue,
hoodwinked.
right? So we're like, hey, it's in the docs, and it's if the buyer's agent doesn't look at the docs, that's on them. It's fully disclosed, and there's a history that it's been disclosed,
That would be lying.
and you've got a trail on the buyer's side that you sent it through your email.
It's also in SkySlope.
It's
Yes,
in
it is
SkySlope when
SkySlope.
when you put your documents together, you'll pull it down from SkySlope and include it there for signature. Was there another, Madonna, do you have a question? Okay. Statement?
Statement.
Hi, Madonna.
Hi, Madonna.
Our lovely Gainesville office manager broker.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just want to say that in addition to Van, we also have Mandy and Lisa. And Lisa's our post-closer. But we also have Mike Miller, who is a fabulous asset to our office.
Mike Miller.
So we've got a bunch of Cardinal representation down here. Wonderful.
Yes, this is one of our strongest offices.
Yeah, heavy office. Congratulations. Thank you guys so very, very much. Any other questions for Cardinal?
She flexed. This is the strongest office.
That's office. I need some help there with my.
Carrie, that's not what he meant.
You can have it.
But you're
I'll
strong.
give it to
You're
you.
strong, Carrie.
I'll give it to you.
All right.
Thank you guys so very
y'all.
much.
Thank y'all for everything.
Thank you so much.
You gonna come up there, handsome?
Welcome.
Stand next to you.
How are you
Mr.
doing?
Curtis Scott, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Doing good. Enjoying my summer.
Got a lovely
Good.
family up here in the picture.
Oh, yep.
He's like, whoa,
There's
whoa,
the fam.
expect that up
Wait a
there.
second. I didn't know I had one of those.
So, Curtis, you're in our Gainesville office 4 days a week and our Winchester office as well, correct?
That is correct.
Excellent.
Tell us all about you, Curtis.
No, we've done this before. We
Yeah,
don't-
Hit the hot spot,
I've
Curtis.
hit the Curtis thing before, but what's going on at First Heritage in the loan world?
Well, rates are a roller coaster ride, as we all know.
Rates aren't good?
Rates are great. Rates are great. They're here, they're there, they're here, they're there.
They're good when they're here.
There's something.
Yeah.
There's room to grow here.
You know,
Yeah.
You know what? It's still
changes
better
every
than.
day.
Hey, Laura, what percentage of your rent is 100% interest on your rent payment, right?
That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. One of the things I did want to talk to about today, because us loan officers, we don't want to talk about rates whenever rates are going up. So I want to talk about something else.
What would you like to talk about?
Our Loan Now app. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
how many of you guys use this. We've really been pushing this. It's a
Loan
Loan
Now
Now
app.
app. Okay.
I don't
It's a-
think many people, because they all look confused.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Oh.
I do have it downloaded.
Awesome.
Carrie
Yes.
has it, but she's not
All
using
right.
I know several of you in here have it downloaded because
There you
I
go.
forced you into it
Because
by
you said
standing in your
download
office
this.
and waiting for you
Yes.
to download it.
it. How many people downloaded because Curtis was standing over their shoulder looking scary?
All the people. All the people.
At least 8 hands went up for those that don't see that.
So, but it is a very useful tool. So the greatest thing about it is whenever your clients, you forward it on to your clients, you get notifications whenever they fill out the application, whenever they submit it through, when you go through the approval process, you get the loan approved, you get the appraisals in, things like that. You can set it up so that you get all these notifications, which saves you from having to track down a loan officer or a client or something like that. Because I do get a lot of calls all the time with I referred John Smith to you. Have you heard from him? I'm like, No, I haven't. And this kind of keeps you in the loop as well. Now, it doesn't stop you from doesn't stop me from wanting to talk to you. I still want to talk to all of you. But it does help you to see whenever the client, because it will show you whenever the client actually opens the application, and it will show you whenever they submit it and push it through. And
so it'll give you a real-time status of what's
yes.
happening.
Yeah, you actually get these notifications at the same point that I get the notification. So whenever I have a new application come over, I get a notification via text and email. And I generally, whenever I set it up for my agents, I set up so you're only getting text so you're not bombarded. But it is, you get that notification at the same time I get that notification that an application came in. It gives you the name. It also links you in through the whole process with the client as you go through our system. So it's a really neat tool. It's really user-friendly. It's easy. And the company that we use to support it will always be happy to get on the phone with you. If somebody's having an issue, if you're having an issue as an agent or your client's having an issue filling something out, they're very user-friendly. They're like one of the best IT departments I've ever worked with, and I don't like IT departments at all. So
Curtis, I was distracted. I'm sorry. Sarah left, came back, and she's got bacon in her mouth. I don't know what happened.
The bacon's gone. It was cake.
It was cake.
That's not fair because you didn't share.
I'll give you
It
a
was
piece.
cake. Yes.
Curtis, I was just
You're good.
if you have an older client that doesn't like to do the app stuff, or some people don't feel comfortable with that, can they just call directly?
Yes, I actually
Okay.
still meet people face
I mean,
to
I don't
face.
want to have to say, well, you have to fill this out if they don't feel
Bring them into
comfortable.
Curtis
No,
face
no.
to face. They will buy a house when they're done because they'll be a
Yeah.
little scared of
Yeah,
it.
I'll put them in my office
'Cause
and lock the
honestly,
door,
a
and they're
lot-
not
some of
leaving
the
until
older
they
clients-
sign.
Yeah, but Deborah's got a good point. Like, this is just another tool.
Right.
Right.
I
for
know a
people
lot of
to use.
millennials
Yeah.
do it because my kids are on
Loan.
that, but
Loan now.
older folks, even myself, I'm older. I don't like doing stuff
Right.
online.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You may find that the older communities, my mom's 78, and she probably knows more about her phone than I know about mine.
Oh, that's
I mean, trust me, she spends
said good for you.
all day on her phone. Like, it is like insane. But,
TikTok.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
TikTok.
TikToking. She's doing the floss.
My
she's
mom
that
has
stuff.
all the apps from the games.
Yes.
And if I call her, she always kicks me into voicemail because she's playing games and I'm interrupting her game.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes the.
Yeah, but it
It
is.
is.
But
No,
it
it
is
does.
the tool itself. If you ever get on it, you look at it, you go through it. I've yet to find anybody that runs into any issues with you because it walks you through step by step. So, and it's a very user friendly tool. And like if you
out
do
there.
have a
It's
client,
a tool.
It's out there for the right
yeah,
client.
yeah. If you
Yep.
Right.
you have a client that can't DocuSign your contract, say, hey, call Curtis because he will make an appointment for you to come into the office, sit down with him. He'll type it out old school, you know. I do that
Sign
too.
here, press hard, 3 copies.
Yes. I have printed
We
I
all-
have printed
y'all
the
wouldn't.
loan application out. I have filled
Melissa,
it
do you know
out,
what press
scanned
hard
it back
3
in,
copies
put it
means?
in for him, walked him through the whole process.
Press hard, 3
it's
copies.
not an issue. So,
Sarah,
but
you know
it
there's,
is just a
there's
tool.
real conversations going on, right?
Yeah, I got
Curtis
I-
is trying to
called-
talk.
I
and
fell
you're-
off the lane.
This is called a cross.
It's called a crosstalk.
conversation.
Yeah.
It's not great TV when you.
It's not. I fell off the train and went that direction. Yeah.
But
He adapted. He kept talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Loan Now app is a great tool. Get with, obviously Curtis here or your local
Or your
first
loan
service,
officer, your first service loan
law officer. They can partner with you, and it's a great way to communicate and help your clients.
Just
serve
staying
them
in
better.
touch and staying on top of stuff. So
Yeah.
that's,
Well, and to
that's the
give
biggest
you a
thing.
little sneak peek too about what's happening. If you don't want to necessarily send an email or a call, you can log in and see, oh, John submitted his documents. Oh, Kelly's approved. Like, oh, it's all the things, and you can see it like right there in the app without having to necessarily call. It's a great.
and you will be surprised. Like, clients don't necessarily. You give them the Loan Now app and they fill it out at 10 o'clock at night.
Well,
I'm not calling you at 10 o'clock at night to tell you, hey, look, I got your client's application.
Right. Well, and the other thing is too, some of us like to look for our own.
Because it's 10 o'clock at night.
Natalie.
Some people like to pick up the phone and not look for anything themselves and call and just ask a question. Some of us like to actually look and know without having to bother somebody. So, like, I would want to open it up and look and see, oh, good, I don't have to do anything.
Right.
Versus,
Keeps you in front of your business.
yeah, it does.
So, and that's the main point. The main point is you want to keep in front of your business.
I like the fact that as a listing agent, you can often have, as a listing agent, you often have the lender pop in and say, hey, the appraisal came in. Hey, just a little jingle or reminder. Or the best thing, we're clear to close.
Three
those
best
types
words in
of-
history: clear, to, close.
So those are really nice things for.
Add the listing agent in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We add the talk again.
So when we get the contract in on the application, we put the listing agent in and put their information in there. Now, obviously, it comes from the contract, so hopefully all the information on there is correct. So, absolutely. So, but I generally call. I call the listing agents whenever I get somebody who's writing a contract anyway. So.
Or a little video.
Which one?
So. I'm doing good to stand up here now. I'm not a video person. I'm like, Donny knows this. Donny knows I'm like nervous as like any
You're
day
doing
right
great. You're doing great.
So-
Miss Marcia.
Do all mortgage loan officers use Loan Now, or does it go to you?
No,
All
this
the
is
First
a
Heritage loan officers.
First
yeah. This is a
Heritage
First
does.
Heritage.
First Heritage loan officers all use it. So you can sign
Yes.
up individually with the First Heritage loan officer you use the most, or Curtis or whoever.
Correct.
So you can plug in. It's a First Heritage product.
So that's a great question. So
Right.
Curtis, what if somebody used Donnie's a First Heritage loan officer and you're a First Heritage loan officer, and they've got Donnie on a deal and you want a deal? Do they see all of it in one place?
I think you can only have one program to you, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Correct. Correct. I'm actually getting on the phone today to talk about that. So that you
Okay.
can
So
have
right now it's
multiple-
just one loan
So
officer.
yeah, because you got to be tagged to a loan officer.
Okay.
And everything else, but I think we're working on trying. to
Working
get
on that.
fixed.
All right. Work in progress. Work in progress.
Any the mic's just for the camera. Any other questions that you guys have? All right. Well, thank you, Mr.
Thank
Curtis,
you,
for all your hard
Absolutely.
work.
Thank you very much,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
First Heritage Loans.
I wish nobody got the memo about the picnic.
No,
The
you
picnic
didn't get
shirt?
the picnic shirt. Me and Reed got it. Next time, Curtis. Next
So
time.
Thinking of you and Reed, I was like,
You
Curtis,
know?
have you heard the picnic story?
Oh no.
actually, I think
We
I
ha-
have, but you can
you
tell it again.
do you know that you have the menu of things that we have to talk about, right?
Yeah, I do. But
Tell it again.
I'm going to give it the Reader's Digest version. He wears the shirt. We affectionately call it the picnic shirt. He goes to a friend's cookout after work. They have a blanket laying on the ground that looks exactly like the shirt. So he lays down and takes a picture with him, and he blends right into the picnic.
It
into the
was
picnic
literally
shirt.
like a 97% match with this picnic.
That was so, all you see is glasses and hands. And he's like laying on the ground, and he blends with the it was great.
So I went with the joke. I leaned into
He
it.
leaned in, and we had a great
All
time.
right. We actually have a lot of
We
other
have a
exciting
name.
stuff going on.
We
So
do. We got a lot of stuff to get through.
We have a coming soon board, obviously, on Sampson, and we heard you guys that it can be confused with Bright MLS coming soon and our coming soon board. So we've renamed it. If you looked in the Cardinal Nest, it is now officially called Sampson Sneak Peek.
Samson Sneak Peek.
You guys voted, and that was the choice. I like it. So Sampson Sneak Peek. So what does this mean? As soon as you get a listing agreement, you can put it on Sampson Sneak Peek as long as you have the extra form saying they allow you to market it off-market to your company.
You need your off-market addendum signed, that little scary MLS form that says that you're not going to have all the MLS traffic. You have to sign that. You put it on the list. You put it on Sampson. You can put it on the Insider. You put it on the Sampson.
The Insider is the Facebook Sampson Insider
You
group.
can put it on the Sampson Agent Facebook page, Sampson Agent Facebook page, Sampson Insider, and Sneak Peek until you actually go active. You can show it inside of Sneak Peek, or
You don't have to show
to.
it, but you can get the exposure out to 5,500 realtors. And as a buyer's agent, you can go to Sneak Peek to find other stuff that Sampson has coming. It doesn't obligate you to show it or not show it. The other reason I like the board over the Facebook groups is this. It's a list that sits there and it's organized. You know, so if you want just stuff in Centerville, you can look at the stuff in Centerville. If you just want Gainesville listings, the problem with the Facebook group, it's great, you can put pictures and stuff. But it's exciting if it hits you right then.
But then it gets buried.
But then it's buried and there's 50 listings there, you don't know what it is. If we have 100 or 200 listings on the Sneak Peek board, it's much easier to organize and see if there's anything out there that might be of interest to you and your clients.
So on the Sneak Peek, you can show it, you can not show it, you can accept a contract, you don't have to accept a contract. It's knowledge, it's marketing, it's buzz. So take advantage of it, and it's a great selling tool for you to go back to your clients and say, hey, look, I'm going to get you pre-marketing before I ever hit the market in the MLS. We're going to push this out to 5,500 Sampson agents.
So Sampson
pushing
Sneak
it
Peek. You can go right to the board and you can. It's a Google sheet. You can just fill it out.
On
Yep.
the
If
Cardinal
you click
Nest.
on the Cardinal Nest on the right side of the Sneak Peek board, click it. You can fill out all the information yourself. Before you had to send it at one point, yeah.
Yes.
If you get stuck, Taylor Hutton, our marketing coordinator, can help you out.
Yeah.
But you can fill all the paperwork in there, and it should go right to the board.
And that Google form sends it and sends it right in. All right, we've got all kinds of things
you ready,
to announce
you
today.
ready to play this, Mr. Donnelly? Hold on, we got a question
in the back.
And all our microphones are up here, or just one of them?
Oh, I've got both. Send one back, please, Alina. Thank you.
So what Bright just sent out about coming soon is a good point. So right now when you put something in coming soon, as soon as it goes coming soon, you cannot show it. Everybody knows that rule obviously by now. And if you put a sign or an ad anywhere on the internet, you have to have it in Bright as coming soon or some kind of status.
Yes.
Well, what they just sent out is that due to popular demand, they're going to now allow brokers to push coming soon boards, including including us on Sampson properties. Anybody that has the IDX feed from Bright will get that. Now, that's not the public domains. That's not Realtor.com. I don't know about Zillow, to be honest, because technically they're a brokerage. So it should be because Zillow is technically a brokerage.
Technically a brokerage, so they can.
Anybody that's a brokerage has that feed to the IDX feed, so they're now going to be able to show coming soon stuff on their website. So it is out there, but once you put it in coming soon Bright now, we'll go to the Remax and the Long and Foster and the Sampson and all the different websites
through
out there.
Through the IDX feed. It never did before.
It never did before. It can only go to us. Yes.
Yes. It'll show in the portals.
Your web page as well, because you're an agent getting the IDX feed from Bryce. So Bright. So it will show on all of our pages as well, as long as you're getting all the KV Core websites. Yeah.
As long as you're active.
As long as you get the IDX feed from Bright, then you should be getting that through. Yes. Now
Any other questions on that?
Now the downside is you can't show it once you put it in there. That's the only difference between sneak peek and coming soon. All right, Mr. Donnelly, how's our video here?
We're good.
All right.
Now the only downside is, do you think the sound's gonna be loud enough for people in the room? Hopefully. All right. So everybody, we are now finally unveiling the new Sampson University.
Sampson University. La 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 la.
There has been a good amount of work done on this. A lot by Katie, Sarah, and a bunch of others.
All the filming crew.
All of you that have taped stuff, thank you. All of our video crew. It's going to be much, much slicker than our old Sampson University, but Sarah's got a quick preview video that she's going to, that she already did here, that we're going to play for you now about Sampson University.
I haven't seen this yet.
Me neither.
Me neither. Hello, Sam Fam, and welcome to your new Sampson University. This portal is our online, on-demand learning platform. We still will have our seminar-style classes, you know, where you sit down and listen to someone talk and learn a lot for an hour or two, but we have redesigned all new videos in the way that your brain likes to work today, with lots of distractions and a busy schedule. Our videos have been refilmed into less than 15-minute segments so that they're convenient for you. If you don't have time to finish one, that's okay. Bookmark it and come back. As I mentioned, we're doing all new videos. That takes a lot of coordination with our teams and training in our video group. So we're refilming the majority of all the classes today to make them relevant and current to today's market conditions and to today's contract. But we had to balance that with you waiting longer to have an educational platform that you could use to start learning. And with that in mind, we decided to go ahead and launch Sampson University. Keep in mind, we are still filming. We will be filming as many classes and educational opportunities as we can, and of course, we'll be filming our sales meetings to get that updated information on the platform as soon as possible so that you have that information. Keep in mind, we are a work in progress. We will continue to film classes. We will continue to add content. Our library will grow. Remember, our contracts change regularly as well. We will be filming those things for the rest of our lives. I do invite you to jump into Sampson University. Look at our current classes. Follow a journey. Bookmark and earn badges for educational platforms. Oh, wait, what's a journey? Think of it as a series of classes put together to help you follow a path to learn all things on a certain subject matter. Marketing 101, Business Basics 101, lead generation, prospecting. They're a series of topics that we put together that we think you need to know to excel in your real estate career. Overall, our new platform is designed to help you learn in a convenient way, directing your learning through important classes in various categories that we think you need to have in your toolkit to be successful. Visit the main dashboard, watch the video tour, do a deeper dive into how to use Sampson University to make your learning successful here at Sampson. I invite you to check out Sampson University and start learning today. So that is Sampson University. We're super excited.
How hard was that to watch for you?
It was so painful. So painful.
You did great, Sarah. You did great.
It's like hearing fingernails on a chalkboard when I hear myself. But here's the thing. It's designed, like it said, short snippets, a series of classes. You can deeper dive down into those subject areas so you can learn more. You can go as deep into the rabbit hole as you want, or you can go surface level across all kinds of topics to gain a wide variety of understanding on different interests. You know, look, you could be a mold fanatic, or mold fanatic here, where you could learn all the different things that you want to learn. It is launching. Again, we are going to continue to add different classes. Katie is going to do webinars to show you how to use it, to show you how to navigate through it, to show you how to set it up to feed you the information that you want to see. You can pick a single class, or you could say, I want to watch Business 101, and it's going to drive you through all the different business basics classes. So we're super excited about doing that. Those are the Sampson University classes. They're going to be on the Cardinal Nest. You can watch one to learn how to use it, and we're just going to keep growing it. If you've got ideas about classes that you want to see, shoot those over to Katie, K-Cox, C-O-X, at samsonproperties.net, and she will put it on the list. We have been filming nonstop now for about 6 months, and we will continue to film just as quickly as we can and as much as we can, so we'll keep populating it. Any questions about Sampson University? So all the old stuff is not archived. When we lost,
some of it we brought over.
When we lost the old Sampson University, we lost a lot of the old videos. But what we found when we were looking through them was a lot of that data was him looking like he was 10 going through contracts. So we refilmed all of those videos so that everything that we've got on there now is current and relevant to today.
Pudgy mid-20s Donnie killed it in the contract.
Dude, he looked like he was 10, like no facial hair, like baby face.
It's amazing when I shave my face how much younger I look.
It's so different. The other thing we did was we linked in Sky Slope training, we linked in KV Core training, we linked in Bright MLS training. So you've got those particular trainings on the platform, as well as our people then going into deeper dives and explaining it in workshop style and topic based. And then we've refilmed pretty much everything that we think was relevant off the old platform that we could not pull over. We've refilmed all of that, and then we've got a list of things that we're refilming. And again, we're building out a whole new educational platform now based on what's happening in today's market. Let's get back to some basics. But oh, by the way, your brain doesn't work the same way. Your brain doesn't function in the same way anymore to sit down and go to a 3 and 4 hour class. It needs 15 minutes and I'm off doing something else and I'm going to come back and watch it later. So a lot of that stuff that was old was still 2 and 3 hours long. And the hit counters on it just showed that people weren't watching it. So we're recalibrating all of that.
But we wanted to.
Yeah, you wanted to. You had great aspirations.
Lena,
yes.
do you have a mic?
Your passwords, you are going to get an introductory, it's going to be linked to your Cardinal Nest. We're going to do we're doing account setup right now. It launches August 1, so probably August 1, you will get an email out from Samson that says, here's your login information. You can change it to match your Cardinal Nest and it will link so that it'll be the same, similar to the way Sampson Properties or Sampson University was before. But the accounts are being set up right now and they'll get pushed out to everybody. We did demo this with a group of agents and we've taken a lot of their feedback. We had about 40 or 50 people in the demo crew that were watching videos and giving us feedback on flow. So we're super excited. We had great feedback on the initial beta test.
It'll always get better. It's going to be great when it launches, but we're always going to be looking to improve it and add stuff to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have topics that you would like or things or feedback, send it to Katie. She's amassing all that for us.
Can we just tell you now one of the topics? I would love to see like a successful agent do like a list, how they do a list-in presentation.
We're rolling that in.
And a buyer agent.
We have linked in.
Some of that's in there now.
Some of that's in there now.
Good.
So Casey Sampson did a master series that shows how he does all of that. We've linked all of that in. Lynn has done several classes on that as well that's in there now. And then we will continue to do agent panels and top agent profiles.
We've got team agent panels planned, or team panels.
We've got
and agent
success
panels
profiles already in there.
We've got there's a whole series that probably happened a little while ago that got lost.
During COVID, yeah.
Success Secrets with Samson. We interviewed a lot of our top Samson agents, and they were willing to just kind of what works for their business, what doesn't.
They pulled the covers back. This works, this didn't, this I failed here, I did this, this worked.
We had a lot of old ones of young Donny doing listing presentation from beginning to end. And
so funny.
It was fun. I remember one back in the day, those that have been here a while, Kelly's not in the room, but we did it like a seller and me, and the seller was me, and I was doing the listing presentation. Some of the 60 people just crowded. We didn't video it. We should have. It was fun. I was like, this is so weird. There's like 60 people's eyes on me right now. But we've done some stuff like that before, which we will continue to put out. But those are good ideas.
And then each of the contracts, in every jurisdiction is different, and how it's applied is different, and then their forms are different. So we've got the G-Card Montgomery County, the G-Card DC, we've got the NVAR, we've got the VAR, we've got all of our different contractual paths as well, with each paragraph being talked about and how it works. So you may just need one paragraph on something.
But I think she's thinking more like, how do you do a...
Yes, absolutely.
Like, not just the machinations of the contract, but what's your process for how do you win people in a listing presentation, a buyer presentation?
And that's part of that too, because what it does is it says, if you've got this scenario, you may want to apply it this way. If you've got this scenario, you may want to apply it that way. So that's all built into that path. And then we've got more planned coming on not only Lynn's deeper dive into conversion, and from a complete buyer series on let's convert that renter to a buyer. Here's what you say, here's how you do it. We've got the buyer now, here's what you say, here's how you do it. You've got a listing, here's how you prospect, and here's how you do the pricing and the listing presentation, all the way through. Now you've closed, what do you do with them now? Because most people just turn around and walk away. But there's a whole path on the other side of the bow tie that you can follow with, and I like that.
That's a bow tie.
That's a bow tie.
This is one side, this is the other. In case anybody knows
this is the front side, and this is the back side. Sorry, twice in one day. But there's a whole follow-up system that you can do that people stop. So we're building out modules on that as well. So it's from the contractual, paragraph by paragraph, this is what you need to do, all the way through navigating and through the prospecting and referral stage.
So we're excited about that. We've launched that out. It will go out August 1st.
August 1st, full launch.
It will continue to get better as we go, but we're excited about so a lot of hard work on that. Sampson University will be much improved as it rolls back out.
Yes.
The next big announcement we have is that
we're full of announcements.
We have officially partnered with Curbio. So some of you that aren't aware of what Curbio is, or what it used to be, because it was news to me how they've changed over the years, is this. So Curbio is a home improvement company that in the past I would have thought of, okay, they do the big $50,000, $100,000 renovations, and they will push the payment for the seller to the closing table, which makes it super effective, right? A lot of people are like, yeah, I need carpet and paint and this and that, but I don't have 20 grand to do it. Somebody told Curtis his voice is really loud.
Curtis, you're loud.
But I don't have the $20,000 to do it right now, but I do have it when I sell my house, right? So you can do all the work, push to the closing. Now Curbio's gone all the way down to the smallest level. You just need a little spruce up and fix up for $500. You can bring them in. They'll do the smallest jobs.
Here's the punch out list on your home inspection.
Home inspection is the next big one. How many times we get over a list of 25 things? And it's not that it's crazy, the dollar amount. It's the daunting task of, I don't want to do all this stuff, right?
And call 14 vendors.
Now you can send the home inspection list to Curbio. Within 24 hours, they'll get you back an estimate of what they would do for it, how much they could pay for it all. You can pay for it, have all the work done, and push it to closing. So it is a really cool partnership. Now, a couple things with it. We're going to be very important to them. We have a lot of people, and hopefully we're going to bring business. You can advertise, and we're going to help you out with how you can advertise that you have these services in the future. But come with that is
we need your help.
I don't necessarily want it to be called Curbio. That's cool, but they're going to let us white label it and label it what we want.
We want a Samson something, so we need all of your creativity.
So we have some initial ideas of what this might be. If you have more, we'll certainly open to those. But Samson Solutions, Renovate Samson, Samson Home Prep, Samson Complete, Simply Modern Homes, Samson Style, Samson Restorations, and Simply Samson. Yes, Michelle?
Last night I put in Curbio.
Oh, Superbio.
Superbio.
Instead of Curbio. That's cute.
You put in Superbio.
That's nice. I like that. Superbio is a good one.
Yeah, and then so
Curbio is going to be a small thing here. Once we rebrand this, it's going to be about this is the solution that we're offering through Samson, and it's going to go through Curbio and all their people, which is going to be good.
So
hey,
there's several options.
Samson Spruce Up, is that what you're going to say?
There's lots of options that you can pick from here, but there's also write-in space. And you can take that survey as many times as you want. So if you come up with several different ideas, put them in there. Put them in there.
Don't just go vote for Samson Solutions, the one I like 100 times in a row. It's fun.
I don't like that one.
You don't?
No.
All right. Well, I don't like you.
Okay.
No, I'm just
What's the turnaround? Which one was Donny?
The turnaround time on what, John? So the home inspection list, what they've told me is 24 hours. Now, here's
that's quote, not finished, but quotes, and here's what's going to cost.
Right, and then the quote, and then I don't know all those answers. What you need is the quote first. Now, how quick can they get the work done? I'm sure fairly quickly.
They do have large
They've got a bunch of
crews,
contractors
yeah.
on their umbrella. The other thing that I think they're going to cover is if you have great contractors that want to start partnering with them, they're going to have it in ways that you can get them in with them if you got contractors that want to be on the Curbio team. Now, we're not necessarily doing all the Q&A now and launch on all the program. I'll certainly answer questions, but they're going to do a kickoff presentation with the Curbio staff on Friday.
On Friday,
at
this
12
Friday.
o'clock. And then August 8th, I believe, Melissa, is that right? August 9th, I was close. August 9th, they're going to be in person. They're going to teach a whole class about it. But at least we want to get it launched and out. August 9th is the first time we get in person. They're going to go through every little thing about the product. But this kickoff presentation will give you a start into who our reps are, who you can contact. You all will have your own logins into Curbio, a whole system that you can use to request stuff. It is very user-friendly when it comes to like requesting stuff online or through their app, and being able to track it. And technically, from our perspective, we can log in and see if there's 100 people that are using it in that partnership.
And we can watch the turn times on how long it's taking.
And we can watch the turn times or when they're dropping the ball or what's going on so that we can lean on them if they're not performing. Because the one drawback I've had to this forever is this. We unleash this, right? We give ourselves an opportunity to fail in the sense that we're kind of putting Samson's name on it. So I'm a little wary of, well, what if this contractor fails? Look, almost every situation, sorry if you're a contractor in the room, almost every situation, somebody has a point along the way that they're frustrated with their contractor, right? I represent, yeah, they did a great job. Well, there was this one time I was a little frustrated with them with this. It's almost, there's a little bit of hesitation when you partner yourself with somebody, but we want to be able to track in that, making sure it works well, and all that kind of stuff. They are a national company. They do have a good reputation. There are a couple other companies that have partnered with them and have white labels. So I feel confident enough going forward, but it's something we're going to track and make sure everybody's happy and going good. But I think, for me, there's so many sellers that they know they should do some stuff.
Especially now.
But they can't. They don't have the money, right? They got $250,000 in equity, but they don't have $5,000, $10,000 to go do the stuff right now, which is fine. Go do the stuff. We'll take it from you at the table. They've also have some price match guarantees in there, that kind of stuff. Because, yeah, you understand, okay, maybe there's a little bit of a premium if I'm going to advance that forward 30 days. But they do say they're going to price match guarantee. I'm not their advocate. I'm partnering in. But they say if you get a different price, they'll match it within reason, that kind of stuff. So.
And the other thing, too, is that we just wanted to give you a tool, another tool you could put in your toolkit. And we know we had the contractors board, and there was always stuff going on saying, hey, do you have a person that will work on this plumbing in here? Or, hey, do you somebody that'll fix up this and do it at settlement? And, hey, this. And those people are, yeah, we're still going to have, our sponsorships and our gold sponsors and things that come in, but we wanted a full service solution that was good, that had a solid reputation in the marketplace, that we could put our collective brain power towards and help you have a really good, solid tool that you could depend on. And then if something does go wrong, like Donny said, they don't want a call from him or me. I'm meaner than him. He's the nice one. But they don't want that phone call, right? So they're going to go above board here to make sure that they're helping you in every step of the way. So that's key for us as well, that we can roll out something that we can help you with.
Right. I hate to say this, but you individually call Curbio, it's one thing, right? But if they've got an account that they're going to really care about, that
I got 5,500 agents, and
they're getting a couple dozen jobs at once.
Right.
They're working on with Samson. They're going to make sure they don't mess it up, because if Sarah and I call it, it's not going to be. They want to keep the relationship, so they're going to have more accountability and more. We're going to have more responsiveness.
We're going to get some more responsiveness.
Miss Susan.
So, do you know what the turnaround time will be? I mean, are we talking weeks or months for them to be able to do the work? Did they give you something?
Quickly.
They say fairly quickly.
I mean, every situation is different.
No, I
really
understand
depends on
that.
what you need, too. If you're doing a $50,000 renovation, that's different than a $200,000 versus a home inspection punch-out list. So I think it really depends on what it is. That'll be a great question to ask them at the kickoff. Again, the kickoff is via Zoom. The link's on the Nest. The August 9th session will be live from Chantilly. We will film that. Guess what? We'll put it on Sampson University. Whoop, whoop. So you can watch it. But you can watch that as well, and they will go over, I'm sure, all of the different nuances of this is how you register, these are the steps that you go through, this is what we go through on the back end, and this is what you can estimate for response time, but also completion time. Okay. But right now, again, we need your help. Send us in some idea names so that we can pick a name and we can start putting all the great marketing tools together that you need for your listing packages.
That survey went out yesterday. We will send it out again. But
yes.
We'd love to have we want everybody's input. We were like, yeah, we could pick a name, but we want everybody to be a part of it. So let's pick a good name, and if we got other ideas, we'll do that. We don't have to settle. First we were like, well, we actually got stuck for a week or two about. We didn't want to launch until we had a name. It was like, let's just take the survey. Let's launch the relationship.
It had nothing to do with Donnie and I didn't like the same names.
Yeah. We could figure out the name over the next week or two, but let's launch the initiative so we can start working together was my thought. So
yes.
Let's all work on it together.
Well, and we wanted you guys to buy in. This is for y'all, right? We wanted y'all's buy-in.
Y'all.
Y'all.
She hit that y'all a little bit extra there.
Pass this to Joy. Hold on.
The actual program is when?
Well, you could start in Friday.
Friday the 22nd. Okay. Friday the 22nd.
Friday at noon will be the first time you talk to our rep, and you can launch there. Friday at noon is
because
the
they are
call.
Going to then show you how to get into your accounts, etc. You call them now; they don't have accounts ready for you.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the 5-minute intro to what's exciting. And
yes,
Friday
and mark your calendars for the training discussion. Yes.
I thought you had a good idea. Full service solutions.
Full service solutions. Samson full service.
Yeah. Samson
full service.
Yeah, I like
that one better.
Property fixes.
It does not mean it's property fixes.
Yeah.
You are correct. See, this is where we go. So I actually like Samson Renovate, or Renovate Samson, but then it makes me sound like I have to renovate Samson.
But we all are full service agents.
I know, because we're also full service agents, so that's a thing out there. So I love that idea, but I also think it has a different context when it comes to how we do business sometimes.
Yeah, and see, we just kept going around and we kept killing everything.
We could circle around the drain hours here like Sarah and I already have a little bit, but so that's where we're going here.
Yes, next.
Ribbon. We've announced this a couple times.
Another tool in your tool belt.
But for those that have not taken the class yet or been aware, we did tape one earlier. We have another class tomorrow. Ribbon in a 30-second snippet is the ability to partner with the Ribbon company that's in our Sampson Instant Offers platform now to make your buyers a cash offer. You put a one-page addendum to your contract. You can actually write your contract saying, I'm an all-cash buyer for this $500,000 house. Now, they look like an all-cash buyer. The reality is the Ribbon addendum is going to say, you're using Ribbon's money. Now, you still can get a loan from Curtis or First Heritage or whoever you want, and you pay Ribbon a fee for the fact that they're willing to front the cash and act like you're a cash buyer. If something falls through, they will still pay for it in all cash if you don't get your own loan. So that's the program in a 30-second nutshell. It helps you become more competitive. You can use their cash to buy it if you think it's a better idea than a bridge loan, and then go buy your next house and then get it back from Ribbon after the fact. So it's not going to be for everything, but it's another tool in your tool belt that you can use for that buyer that wants to bid on something. It's going to be 12 offers, and your 5% money down buyer is not going to be able to compete with the all cash people. So it's another tool in your tool shed to help you with that.
And that's on, again, the Sampson Instant Offers page on the Cardinal Nest. Scroll to the bottom to Instant Offers, and you can watch the linked training on Ribbon. And again,
we'll have that again tomorrow.
Again tomorrow, you can see how that works. It's the front end where Easy Knock is the back end equity. This is the front end equity. So
Do
it's
you have
a little
one,
different.
Justin? Yep. Okay, Michelle, behind you.
Is that a national program or is
Ribbon
that just
is a
local?
national program as well. And one disclaimer out there.
Yes.
Ribbon's they're a national company, so it's not us. Now, they're not in every market. So right now, they're in Northern Virginia down to just north of Richmond. They're not in D.C. and Maryland yet. So it's only Northern Virginia product right now for who they're willing to front that on. It goes into their margins and all sorts of stuff. But they will probably be in D.C. and Maryland at some point.
And you do have to have an approval letter from a lender, and you do have to meet their credit score requirements.
But do they go out of our Pennsylvania, New Jersey?
I don't know exactly every state they're in.
It depends on, you have to look at them.
They're in like 30 markets just for us. Right now it's just Northern Virginia. But if it's Pennsylvania or Florida, I forget all the ones they aren't, but they are in many other markets around the country.
But the contact information, Michelle's on the Cardinal Nest Instant Offers page. You can go right there and ask them.
Okay, I'll call. Thanks.
All right, so we've got lots of great launching things coming down the pipe for you guys that we've been working on for the last few months. But this is awesome.
So
I love this. I love Dave
I want to
Ramsey.
pivot here, and I know we're late, but I want to talk about the market a little bit because there's so many great people in the room here. And it's funny because I didn't actually see this until just last night. I know a lot of you guys have seen it before. I talked last week about Maryland's marry the house, date the rate. And that idea of if there's a house you want, go get it. Now, obviously, you got to be able to afford it. But if you wait for rates to come down 1% or 2%, what's going to happen? Everybody else is going to be competing back right with you again. Right now, as the market slows, it's not terrible in the sense that it's more balanced. that buyer can get their home inspection contingency and their appraisal contingency, and they can get a more fair deal than where we were stuck with a little bit last 6 months.
And maybe a closing cost.
You know, maybe closing costs back if they need it. It's a more balanced market for buyer and seller. I'm not opposed to that. It's just shocking when we move into that a little bit. But what we need to program buyers to, I mean, I joked about the thing Laura said earlier, 100% of your 100% of your rent payment is interest. And that's true, right? Okay, so it's a 6% interest rate. You know what? If you can afford the house, buy it. You know what's going to happen at some point? The rate's going to be 4.5 again. Or the rate's going to be 4 again. The rates don't fail. They go like this forever. It might be 6 months, it might be 18 months, it might be 24 months, but eventually it's going to be 4 again. You're going to refinance.
In the last 5 years, we have had over a dozen refi booms. They always happen.
A dozen? That's like,
they've had over
kick
a dozen.
out every day. No,
well, no, it's every time it hit a low, right?
Right. They keep hitting low. I mean, I bought houses at 4. I was like, oh, I'm going to be in this rate forever. And all of a sudden, we were refinancing at 2.5.
I bought my first house at 7.
Yeah, 14.5 for John. Yeah, 17.5. I think anybody who's around in the 90s, the low 90s, early 90s is going to have those crazy rates. But the point doesn't change. If you wait for the rates to come down as buyers, then the competition's going to come back. If the buyers can afford it now and they're looking to buy, go buy now. It's going to become more comfortable if they change that rate, and they can always refinance and change the rate. So marry the house, date the rate. And I saw this from Dave Ramsey, which is very similar, right? Right now is the best time to buy a house the next 5 years. And here's why. Prices are not going to go down. They're going to go up slower than they were, but they're not going to go down. And so 5 years from today, houses are going to be much more expensive. The best price right now, the best price for your home is right now if you're going to buy the house. If interest rates come back down, refinance. Don't not buy now, waiting on the interest rates to come down.
Is everybody familiar with Dave Ramsey? So Dave Ramsey hates debt, right? Dave Ramsey hates the American way of debt and loading it on. And he is now saying go out and buy a house. That should tell.
And that's
that
why I
speak
pulled it.
volumes.
It's one thing to say, okay, great, the CEO of Samson or the guy at Colwell. Well, yeah, we're in the real estate industry. You know, we want buy now.
This guy is not in the real estate industry.
You know, I mean, he is to some extent, but he's not going to steer people the wrong way. He has no interest in doing that. So get in there. It was a great quote that I saw. I was like, it's very topical now for the conversations that are out there. I'm not saying push people to buy in homes, but help them understand waiting around is just going to bring the competition back to the party.
You know, and the other thing you can do too is you can talk with your First Heritage loan officer. They can run you scenarios that show you if the house continues to appreciate at what all the economists have averaged out, right? They've said, look, it's not going to appreciate 22% a month anymore, but it is going to continue to appreciate just shy of 7%. I've seen some as high as 9% and as an average, and they're all agreeing with that. So if that's the case and they compound that sales price and they adjust what the rate's going to do or what they think the rate could do over the next 3 years, you can see the actual numbers in black and white that if the price of the house is this and the rate's that, here's what that payment looks like. And then if the house appreciates over the next 3 years and the rate changes, here's what the price, even if the rate doesn't change but the house appreciates, here's what that payment looks like. I had a lender do it for me on I think I'm going to say like 1.2 million. The price difference was several $1,000s in the next 5 years per month on a rate. Per month. Several $1,000s. So it's great to be able to have that data so that you can show your client, look, here's what it is now. Marry the house, date the rate. We're going to look for the refi boom, and we can refi it down even more. But if you wait, not only are you getting into more of a competitive environment, the houses are going to be worth more, and the interest rate moving. Here's what your payment's looking like if you wait for 3 years versus doing it today.
So the other point we're seeing is
great numbers.
Prices aren't going to come down or whatever. Well, people are like, well, I just saw this price drop and I just saw this price drop. Well, most of those, not all, but most of those were because the last house sold for $600 and they convinced the listing agent, well, I'm going to list at $620. Well, it's not $620, guys.
It's not the buyer pool.
No, you got a $600 that was on a $570 purchase and everybody bid on it. If it's $570 or $580 or $590 or $600, it doesn't mean the prices dropped. It just didn't mean it didn't keep going up because we just decided we were worth more because we were the next one. And we got in that pattern for a couple years.
And we've all heard that. Well, my house is better than that house.
It's not. Right. It means the right house for the price of the house is probably $575, but 5 of us got in on it and bid it up to $600. If it sells for $580 or $590, the house didn't go down. We're still in a good stable market. It means we hit some stupid prices there for a couple months that people were.
And I would tell you, as you're showing people the data, pull in the system, not the sold price, but the sold price and the original listing price. Let them see that the buyer pool started right here and it went to here, but that doesn't reset the value being right here. It means the buyers are here. They got to get away from zero. They got, yeah.
So I am super late, but I want to briefly go over the market reports here. And this is not new information for you guys, but we finally got the June ones in, which they missed last week. Now, I just want to remind everybody, for those that don't know and they want specific areas, if you go to the Cardinal Nest, top resources on the top left, you click top resources near the bottom, it says monthly market reports. We post 20 different associations in the market reports, so it's more centralized. If you want to pay for your own Smart Charts report, you can go in and run exactly counties and smaller segments. What we do is we put them all out for the general area. So we might have a PWAR, an NVAR, a DAR. We do them basically by areas so that you can find one that's more centralized to the area that you're working in. This one is the whole DC metropolitan area, so we can kind of look at a larger scale and go through a couple of the numbers with you real quick. So new listings, we were up 3% from May to June, so there were more listings coming out there, which is good. It is still 14% less than we were getting last year in June. So it's not, they're not rushing out there, but they are coming out there a little bit more. The contracts are way down. So if you're feeling that June over June, from May to June it was down, from June to June it was down, this is not surprising. There was definitely a slowdown. We saw those interest rate rise. Everybody slowed down a little bit. There are closed sales. This is depressing, but I also want to try to cheer you up a little bit. Okay, if you're not doing as well as you thought you'd like to be doing, from last June in the whole DC metropolitan area, there were 8,600 houses that sold in June. This June, there were 6,600. That's 22% homes less. That's 23% homes less that sold this year. Look, that's sobering, but if you're like, oh, why am I off? My number is 10, 20, 25% this year. Keep grinding, keep working at it, but it's not way off what the market's doing. So you didn't stop being able to become a good realtor. It's like that all over the place. So you got to work a little harder. You got to roll back a few more rocks, to find those same deals.
Try some new things, use some new tools.
The good part is the active listings are up a bunch. If you look at May, there were 6,100 active listings. Now there's 7,400 active listings, so that means there is more inventory out there. It's not shocking to anybody that's been out there. There's a few more homes out there. They're not all going in 2 days.
It is less than the 5-year average, though. If you look at the 5-year average, new actives is 10. So we're getting more inventory and more buyer choice, but it's not a lot.
It's still low than the normal, but it's better than it was, which is good. Average days on market's 14, which is still fantastic, and it's still not crazy. But in the average sold to list price ratio, believe it or not, it's still 101.7%, which is a lot. It's less than last June, and it's less than May. So in May, it was 103.2. So it's come down.
It's ticking down
a good bit. The average. So this is the average sold price compared to Sarah's point earlier. If it was listed at 550 and went at 600, well, that's 110% of the list price ratio, right? So it's dropped overall average from 103 to 101, which means what we're seeing. Sometimes it's going less than list price. Sometimes they're dropping the price and having to get it sold. It's not crazy. It's just, emblematic of a market that's being more balanced, and we're coming back to normal here. So this is on a broader scale over the whole DC metro area. You can see that we've broken down some stats here by general area, our top 4 or 5 top markets, but pull the report that looks like yours. You've got them like this for everybody, and there's whole detailed charts here with every single number for every market as well. New listings are down across the board, not shocking. New pendings are down. You can see your area specifically. Obviously we're standing in an NVAR PWAR territory now, but down 19% in new pendings. Closed sales, this is that one that was 23%. So you can see NVAR, it's actually 25%. G cars 21, PG car 17, PWAR 27 out here. So that's aggressive. 20% here in DC, 27% in FAR. So it's down every month. The closed sales, and that was June. Obviously we're midway through July now, but it's interesting. Now to Sarah's point earlier, we're still up a good bit in sales price year over year, 5 to 9%. I guess DC's not as up as much. But the average sales prices are still up big over last year to this year. It's funny to see DC City's 912. It's the average sales price. It's up there a little bit. And then the days on market are all still steady and good. A little bit higher than May. PWAR still amazes me. It's still ridiculous. You can't put a house on the market in PWAR. But it was 7 last year, and it was 6 in May. It's 8 now, so it's a little bit slower.
Oh my gosh, 8.
Still
8
crazy. I mean, some things
Y'all
actually
are
last
sitting
past
so
the weekend.
long. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So that generally, it's a very quick overview of the market, and we could talk about that forever, but know that there's 20 different market reports out there. That's good stuff to know, even if you're going to send it out in reports or no, but you got to know that in your head, where's the market going? There's more inventory out there. The good part about a room like this or a company is that look, even if you sell 25 homes a year and you're super successful, you still only have your 25 sales that you know about. Whereas in a room like this, we've got hundreds of opportunities where we can share with each other. And market reports like this tell us what's going on with everybody, not just what's going on with, Larry and Laura. Well, their average days on market might be 3 because they've got 4 great sales in the last week. Well, that's going to throw off their perception, but if you see it on a global scale, they can see what's going on generally to everybody. I picked on Larry because he's peeking around the corner at me.
You're still talking about it.
I'm still talking about Larry. I love Larry. Couple things I want to remind everybody on, and we're going to close up. Silver Spring has a resource refresher. Our agent services team are doing a great job moving around these. Resource refreshers are like everything Samson.
All things Samson.
And things that a lot of you joined and you were excited about the things that we talked about in Lunch and Learns, and there were 5 or 10 different things, and then you're like, you get it going and you start doing your business, and you forgot that you really didn't dive into all those things. And so resource refresher or a Lunch and Learn are good opportunities to get back and remember all the things that we're doing here. They can help you become more productive.
Or you were selling and you missed a meeting or you missed a training and you don't know that some of the resources that we've now rolled out that are available to you. It's great to always come to that and just learn all the things new Samson has working at the time.
Our marketing team is moving all around doing education days all over August and September. I think they were just out here in Gainesville recently, right? Last month. But they're going to continue to move around and continue to teach great stuff all over. Lynn's in the back. She's got her great Jumpstart classes every Tuesday. So Jumpstart Session 4 is next Tuesday. She has a great class today, which is on my next slide here. Conversation starters and scripts. So if I do finish before 12, Lynn is supposed to start here at 12. Hey, Justin's like, oh man, you're
Justin
close,
goes, I just need to flip a link.
So we're going to start a new class here. It's going to be live on the Nest, but conversation starters and scripts. Last Wednesday she taught recession-proof your business. See, I remember. Look at that. She's like, yeah, Donny remembered.
He's got
we've got tons of great classes in here. I'm not going to go over every one because of time, but today, noon, great class with Lynn. Now, we do Friday updates. Always check the Cardinal Nest in your calendar. I do Friday updates, quick 10-minute video every Friday that we send out. You can go to the Cardinal Nest. If you miss it on the email, watch the video, look at all the stuff. I talk about what's going on this week, and all the classes coming up next week if you're interested in any of those. Are you clapping your hands because you want to say something, or you're just clapping? Sometimes I don't know if you're trying to get my attention. Yeah.
She had an ADD moment.
ADD by Walsh over here. I wanted to use the opportunity with all the great people in the room to get more market stuff, but I know we're super late. Is there anything that everybody's seeing out there, and I've got one mic here, and Justin's got one, that something they've seen that they would like to share that's been super helpful, or what they're seeing out there, or a new trend, or anything exciting, and you don't have to answer, but anything exciting out there, you'd be like, I wish I would share this with everybody, and I think they would find this valuable.
Or I wish somebody would have shared this with me. Right.
Anything you guys seeing out there?
Miss
Kelly.
Thomas.
You're good.
As a listing agent, I'm seeing a lot of selling agents writing contracts and being contingent on selling or settling a home and not disclosing it. Not even knowing that there is an addendum that is needed.
So they can't really get approved to buy your home unless they sell their home, but they're not disclosing that.
And it's just not even in the contract, or they're checking home inspection and not including any of those addendum.
Yeah, and that's sloppy work by agents out there. So
they may have never seen those forms before.
Anybody that joined in the last year or two probably has not seen those forms before, right?
If they're new, they don't even know what a home inspection form is, right?
That might be a new Tuesday tidbit.
This is how you do a home inspection.
There is this thing that's called a home inspection.
For those of you who don't know, because it hasn't been around for 2 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
Settling a home and they're like, oh yeah, well it's already sold. Well,
you
so
needed
get
to
back
tell
to
that.
basics. Make
Well,
sure
but
you're
it gets back
disclosing
to
those things.
well, and it also gets back to us as listing agents making sure that we're actually physically getting the lender on the phone and asking good questions.
And don't be lazy about well, we'll just accept it and not work. No, get the proper paperwork in place, because it'll sell until it doesn't sell. And then you're a week or two out from closing, and then you got a mess because you didn't get the proper contingency signed with if this, then this, if this, then this. Don't just be like, well, I just want to hurry up and get it ratified myself. No, do the hard things. Make sure it's properly done so you don't have a big problem later. Now,
especially when your seller
now
looks
all of a
at you
sudden,
and
the
says, why
little
didn't you
problem
ask
becomes
this?
a big problem.
Right.
Justin, can we get to here?
What I'm seeing right now is that when we have a house on the market and people go reviewing it and so forth,
we're not getting a lot of feedback from Showtime. The people are not filling that in. And there's been some people I've dealt with Samson, and I've told them it's very important to give that feedback.
Yep.
It not only helps you, it helps the client, it helps everyone.
Yep.
So I'll tell you what I've done on that recently, because I've seen the trend uptick again as well, is I literally, after they leave the house, I'll give them an hour to see the house, I'm texting them and saying, hey, thanks for showing any feedback. And I'm showing property later tonight, and I have already had all 4 listing agents call me, ask me about information I haven't even shown the property yet. I just want you to know I'm here. I want you to know if you have any questions, call me right away. I will be available during your showing. We need this, 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 and this, and thank you so much for showing. I mean, listing agents are back engaged, so that's a sign of the times.
The Sampson
too.
agents, if they do that part, it'll be above the other people.
Yes.
That's what we need
Feedback,
to do. Set ourselves
I
apart.
appreciate the tip. Yeah, put in the feedback. Guys, it takes 5 seconds. You look like a pro. I don't care if it's, look, be honest. The house smells. The house stinks. It backs to the road. Tell them the things that they need, because it's going to help the listing agent. If 5 people say it backs to the road, I need a $50,000 discount to buy that house. You know, now as listing agents, no, because what Laura's going to say,
Wait a minute.
what I already know Laura's going to say is this. Be careful when you say the feedback, because you don't know if they're automatically sharing that with their seller or they're not. If they are, don't put that in a form. You know, so don't be.
If you're the listing agent and you don't know the damn house backs to the road, you know it backs to the road. You know the house smells. You know the house smells.
I do.
So my.
But sometimes you, as a listing agent, needs that extra feedback.
Here's my point. They might not think that matters.
Is no feedback is feedback.
That's
no
true.
feedback is feedback. They're not interested in the house, and it smells. It backs to the road. Like all of them. You know what I mean?
But here's my point, though, Laura. Look, we all know. Look, 15 people came through and nobody made an offer. We're wrong somewhere, right? I don't know what it is. We're gonna figure out. But here's the point. You've probably made that point about it back into or it backs to the street. There's going to be people are going to want to pay less for that than the good lot. But when 5 people say it and they see that, then it's not just your thing. So help out that listing agent, and they're going to help you out the next time. Miss Carrie.
Totally agree on that. And I always go back to my education degree, and I always say something positive and then something constructive in a nice way, in case it is directly so. Love the paint in the house or whatever it is. And I always try to share something constructive, because as a listing agent, my buyers might not believe me. You know, if I say that orange paint really, but then when you get it in writing a bunch of times, but I always start with a positive, and then I put a.
Yeah, and I was joking. If you're going to say the house stinks, say nice things too, but say.
But it's just a very nice way to get it.
Yes.
Love your 1980 shag carpet.
All right. Anything else before we close out, Mr. Larry? We'll do one more from Mr. AirPod over there.
Hey, Siri, this is Sampson agents watching. Hopefully you're still here. Please, I can't tell you, we're mainly listing agents. Nothing makes me madder than to get an offer on one of our properties where we say seller prefers Cardinal title, and a Sampson agent writes on our property and doesn't use Cardinal title. Nothing makes me madder. You know, so
thank you, Larry.
Nothing. So all I'm going to say is,
it
look,
does make them mad, and they tell me about it. Thank you,
we
Larry.
have a great company. Yeah, but we can. I can say it because I'm here right now. You maybe can't say it exactly that way. Look what all the stuff we talked about today, all the great stuff Sampson Properties does for us as agents, the festival, all the resources, on and on and on. The least we can do is support Cardinal title. Please, fellow Sampson agents. Okay.
Hey. I think I have to mic drop Larry on that one. So I'm not going to drop it because I'll break it. But I'll close with that. I wish we could go on forever, but we are super late. Larry, thank you so much for those kind words. Thank you all so much for all your hard work at Sampson, your support of Sampson and Cardinal Title Group. You know, we are growing a great company here, and it's with all of you guys working hard and making our name look better every single day. And other realtors look, and they're like, these people are great. I want to join this team. So I'm so proud of and thankful for all of you all. So thank you so much. We've had a great time out here in Gainesville, and we'll see you all soon. Take care.
weather will get colder, that it can't always be spring. And when I pushed you in a stroller, you were looking up, singing life like a church hymn. You are gonna find your place, child. Of that much I know, I'm sure. Keep on laughing at the rain, I guess. Isn't that the place to start? Someday you will be stronger than you are now, but you will not know everything. And when the water's spilling over the bow, you'll still have me in the wings. You gotta get up to get down, kid. You gotta get down to get up again. You gotta get up to get down, kid. You gotta get down to get up again. Treat your mother like she's made of gold. After all, she brought you here.